Check, check. Thank you. Please stand and remove your hats for the national anthem. State University Seminoles.
When you're at 3. Welcome to Florida State University men's lacrosse. Friday Night Lights. Chat, what is good? It's Darby Brower here. I've got Sean Neary, FSU legend, alumni, former coach, on the film.
No place I'd rather be right now, watching the Noles take on the Gators. Let's go, boys.
It is an electric atmosphere, Florida State. Sean, I think this is the first time we've had a rivalry playoff game in, what, a decade?
Yeah, as long as I can remember. I think maybe back when I was playing in 2011-ish, we had a matchup against them, but you know, that's when we used to just roll over the Gators, so let's hope we have another repeat of that tonight.
Huge game, rivalry game. We want to give our thoughts, prayers, love to FSU family tonight. Sometimes they call this the medicine game. I think there's no better atmosphere for a medicine game than rivalry. Top 10 matchup, semifinal game, playoff spot, national seedings on the line, an SELC championship berth tomorrow on the line. What else do you want to know? That's incredible. Friday Night Lights here at the Bowl School in Jacksonville. Sean and I's current stomping grounds. We're very biased, pumped about this location. It's gonna be a sick game. Absolutely sick game. Chat, how are you today? I see Connell's in the chat, my dog. I see Ryan Robbins. Hello, Ryan Robbins.
Goalies are heading out.
I know Sean Monahan's a dog in the chat. About to have first face-off. Transition game's gonna be huge here.
Hey, just glad this game is going off tonight. Nothing more the boys needed than to keep this game going, play for their university, play for that that Seminole Nation, that unconquered tribe, and let's get it done.
Sean, I'm still fired up from that pregame chat I gave. I think I said a few potty words.
Here we go.
First draw. Gators get the clamp. Got to go two-handed ground ball, buddy. You're going to keep missing it. FSU first possession. I believe that's number 30. Sean, you get my stat book out. Matt Wyatt, I believe they call him Frat Wyatt with the ball. Lefty attackman, dog. I see Greg Jennings is in the chat, known Packers famous Madden wide receiver, a Greg Jennings. Boys are flying around. I got Dean Rothschild going to X. Got the shorty matchup. Slicing and dicing over back to his righty. Feeds Andrew Zeman.
Shot from up top. Oh, good backup.
I like that. A little invert on the shorty. Feed Zeman up top. We got Tyler Morris, a.k.a. Timo, 21 at X. Zeman giving him a little pick. Back to Zeman.
Good two-man game behind. Goal, baby. Let's go.
Go, Florida State. That's how you start. That's how you start. Sean, little two-man game behind the net, number 21.
Yeah, that was clean.
Tyler Morris.
Tight to the net. Tyler Morris, one of the leading scorers, draws a lot of attention and bangs it over to his teammate to finish. Good take.
Andrew Zeman, cheeky up the hash. That's a 1-0 Florida State lead. I think that's huge, Sean. I think that first face-off, getting that ground ball, you know that feels good. And that first shot on cage, getting it in, that's what we want.
Yeah, I always used to tell kids, who gives a crap about who wins the clamp? Whoever gets the ground ball is winning the face-off. So let's keep
absolutely. I think.
Let's
go,
all right.
Just as you talk, who cares about the clamp?
Yeah,
if you get the
screw
possession,
the clamp. Let's go.
You're a real one if you get the possession. Tyler Morris, Timo, with the interception.
Damn, that length helps. Can't teach size.
Hey, it's nice to be long sometimes, you know. Shout out the boys. We got Harry throwing over to number 31, Braden Forrest. Got a midfield group out here. Braden Forrest dodging the shorty. I like it. Keep going, buddy.
Take it.
Keep going. Let it go! Hey, sometimes you just got to keep going. If they don't want to play body, get to the front of the net.
Braden Forrest, yeah, could have taken that right-handed, but realized no one was sliding, slid upfield, nice clean net in front of him, bounced it in lefty.
Little fake high finish, wrap it around the goalie. Florida State fans, that's how you start a game.
Yeah, if no one's going to come clean you out, then just walk
Is that
in.
Will Goodman on the mic, the godfather of my child? What a dog. Shout out the Goodman family. Goodman families, real ones.
Legend.
Real ones. Will Goodman, all SELC 2014, some are saying.
Might have been there. There we
FSU.
go. Win the face. Let's clear now.
Face off. Got the Fogo running, a little chaotic, but we got a pole in
Keep
the
him back.
backside.
Just carry. Just
You're all right. Ooh, BTB. Moving it up the sideline.
Carry. Just leg it.
FSU gets possession. We got to find a shorty here.
Maybe a timeout here wouldn't be a bad
Nice
idea.
work,
All
Andrew
right.
Zeman. Attack.
Way to
That's how you
touch
get
the
open.
ball. Oh, got him. Got a teammate.
Oh! The give and go!
Damn, the boys are hot right now.
3-0 Florida State. That's how you start it out.
Yep, Gators need a timeout after that one.
That's how you start. Well, Sean, I would say if you could dial up an ideal start for the boys,
I mean,
right there.
Couldn't be better, and it's not necessarily they're winning the clamps or the face-off, but it's just doing the dirty work right now and just playing hard, playing fast.
Playoff games, talent doesn't matter. X's and O's kind of fall off. It's in between the lines. It's getting the ball back on a ride, winning that face-off to make that 3-in-a-row possession.
What was that, Zeman cutting all the way up from
Zeman.
attack to help on the clear?
That's
You know,
it. It's hustling.
That's
KYP, know your personnel. Hey, my guy's a good ball handler. I need to find him. And good job, Andrew. Hustling, getting that ball. Ryan Robbins, we remember you, buddy. Luke Weaver, you're a dog.
great start for the Noles, though. Just got to continue to maintain. They haven't really
Kyle
played any
Forbes,
defense.
goalie legend. The chat is on, baby. Grayson Neal, the chat is alive. Huge day for the Seminoles. 3-0. Game with big national implication. I think FSU's number 9 in the country right now. Florida's number 2. South Carolina losing earlier to Georgia Tech really helps our chances to slide in as an at-large. You know what's better?
Needed, that's if needed.
Yeah, just win this tournament. Frig it. Get that automatic bid. Gators win the face-off.
All right, first time playing defense.
Good hold, good hold. Just play 6-on-6. Here you go. Gators with their first possession. Here's a game and a guy we got to highlight, Dylan Hess.
Yeah.
We both know him from our high school, Ponte Vedra.
Number 8 was a first-team All-American D-mid at Georgetown for
Turns
4
out,
years. Yeah.
Helps to add a professional athlete
Drafted into the
to
PLL.
your team.
I coached him at Ponte Vedra his senior year. Fortunately, cut short by COVID, but kid is a machine, so
I think
definitely need to watch out for him.
I got to get our NIL alumni funding up. Boys, find me some All-American D1 players. Let's pay them come to FSU. Why not? Good 6-on-6 defense right now. We're not overextending too much. Just stay in his hands and you're fine. Dylan with the ball up top. He's dangerous. Just sit on him. Don't need to overextend. Don't need to do too much.
Just
That's not what you want.
Stick on his hands.
As we said, number 8's a guy to watch. Dylan Hess is a hell of a player. 3-1. Florida State's up. Sean, I don't really like how loud the stadium loudspeakers got for that Gator goal. That sounds a little incorrect in my end.
Yeah.
I'd rather the FSU goals be louder.
I know. I do know the school wears orange and blue, so there could be some sort of factor there causing them to get a little louder for that. That's all right. Not too high, not too low. Just keep playing
Looks
hard.
like FSU
Momentum.
jumps a little bit. Gonna be Gator ball.
Settle in on D.
Breathe a little bit. Gators subbing onto the field. They're getting Hess back on from the box, number 8 again. Just put a pole on that guy and sit on his hip. Our defender fell down. It was honestly perfectly fine 6v6 defense. Just gotta stay on your feet, and this turf's a little sticky. Good D from Jack Schiffel over there in the corner. Parker Klim's playing close. We got Shorty, number 16. I believe that's Stone Foster, Tallahassee OG boy.
Yeah, local.
A
Coached him. And
McClay
he was,
product.
Coached him at U11, Tallahassee Terror.
Coach Neary taught Stone Foster how to lacrosse. What a beautiful. Oh, got to pick up our stick, buddy. Good slide. Recover.
Rotate.
You're fine. Ah, you got to be there. That's a good rotation.
Yeah.
Just lost our stick.
I don't think the goalie quite saw that
No.
one.
I think got lost behind a defender sliding.
Yeah, I'll take a 15-yard shot. He probably easily has that on a regular basis.
Score is 3-2. Seminoles still up by 1.
Goal, number 23, Zach Halloran.
Zach Zeman, yeah, he would not be my son anymore. We're garnet and gold only, buddy. Chat's getting a little funny with the kisses, Ryan Robin. Got a face-off, loose ball, Gator possession. Scott Chapman on ball, number 77. I believe team captain, getting some body in there.
Yeah, that's good D.
Boys just need to settle in, play 6v6, get that transition game going. Jahai's on ball. Just gotta touch his hip, buddy. Good hold, good hold.
Shot.
Good
Yeah,
save. That's a huge save. That's what you want to see, Sarah getting right in front of it, securing the loose ball. Need a big clear right here.
Take our time. That's what every goalie needs, just that first save, and they're ready to rock.
Don't love the middies just sprinting away on the clear. Need to get it over.
Good, clear to carry. There you go.
Good, better run. Not a bad time to use a timeout. What hands over there? Andrew Zeman again.
Good, good.
Huge save
Caught her.
from goalie Sayre.
Got 4. Got
We got
numbers.
four streaking.
Take it
He's
to the
known to
house.
be crazy.
Oh.
Shot, possession shot, number
Good take,
4,
good take.
wild card Harry. Goes for gold, but you know what? We'll
Harrison
take a possession
Gottlieb.
shot.
It's in the right place. Just got a piece of his stick.
Dean Rothschild with the ball up top. Feeds Matt Wyatt, lefty attackman, sniper. Go, Matt, go!
Oh, yeah, good look here. Let's
Oh, that feels good.
That's how you get top side. Set a pick,
Beautiful.
curl down, finish coming at the cage as opposed to drifting across. Great finish.
Number 46, Matt Wyatt, sweeping from that lefty side. Gets that hands free. Was that a little pass? He get a little pick there for separation.
Yeah, pass down, pick down.
Nice offense from the boys. Great possession, great shot. Eric Marshall, my boy. Orlando's own Eric, checking in from San Diego. What is up, brother? The chat is pumping. Alumni across the country checking in. We love you guys. Scores 4-2. We got a face-off here. Gators are picking up momentum on these face-offs, but as Coach Sean said, it's not about the clamp. Who gets possession?
All right, let's ride here.
Double team that.
On his hands.
Oh, don't call that. Just a brush.
Now drop.
'Twas a brush. Go ball. Gators clearing. Got to pick up this man clearing. We're settling in. Gator possession. Got 9.5 minutes left in this quarter.
Rain matched up here on Hess.
Big matchup right here. Mason Rain, number 44. Dylan Hess, number 8. Nice check. Great pressure from number 30.
Perfect.
Jack Schiffel, LSM.
Bottom hand.
Mucking it up.
Just how you
Big
teach
matchup
it.
right here. Got to
slide.
slide. Gotta have to slide there if you're gonna match up against a shorty on Dylan. Gotta send an extra body.
And I would say he's gonna power cradle through a lot of those. Almost just checking and leaving it on his hands might be a better strategy to just hold that stick to make his shot awkward.
Coach, that's a guy I'd probably try to LSM.
Yeah, no, it's.
I want to pull in that man's
hands.
hands.
Out there was a shorty there initially. That's got to be immediate switch at all times.
Matthew Rambo, huge FSU lacrosse fan. I know you're here in person. We'll see you at halftime. We got Pole, Scott Chapman on the face-off, double pull in this draw. Stone Foster's in the box. And that's exactly what you do.
Clean.
You just create a loose
right
ball.
Through it. Attack, way to,
well done. Possession Seminoles.
Great V cut there by Matthew Wyatt to get open for his LSM.
It's got to be smart, Good decision, smart from Matt Wyatt.
And possess.
I like that. Change up the face-off a little bit, throw a double pull out there. Scott gets the ball loose.
And then Wyatt cut in, made contact with his deep pull and pushed back out. That's how you actually make some space and really help your team out. Don't just sit there and let a pull sit on your hands and not help that clear.
It's perfect. We got Dean Rothschild inverting again against the shorty. Working back to his left. The slide was moving.
Lefty.
Oh, off the pipe. Staying Garnet. Should be a reset of that shot clock.
Yeah, that hit pipe, right?
Hey, again, that invert worked. You draw an early slide, find your lefty sniper across the top. I like that offense from the Noles.
Noles calling out a play here.
ISO
top left.
Lefty alley.
Push behind.
Boys need to keep the ball humming, right? We don't want the ball on anyone's stick for more than a few seconds. Matt White, swim dodge! Oh!
Up, ref!
Matt White's on fire!
Let's go!
Nasty. That was sick.
Damn, great face dodge to get upfield, get in front of the cage, and put it in before he hits the crease.
That was beautiful. Matt White started out getting us that possession off the face-off, getting open for his boys. Little alley-oop dunk.
Beauty.
What was the NBA All-Star dunk competition sponsored by Sprite? That gets a 7.8 out of 10. That's a solid dunk.
Really knew all the sponsorships and everything.
You didn't play NBA Live 05? Dude, Carmelo Anthony was sick.
I might have played a little of that.
Florida wins the draw, pop forward, easy money.
Yep.
Sayers on it. Just settle in, play 6v6 defense. Dylan Hess is coming on the field again. Probably should match up with that guy.
Here we go, getting a pull on 8.
Nice defense, gets the Nuggets there. Keeps it loose.
Parker Clem breaking up the pass and clearing, looking for a teammate.
Matt Wyatt.
Wyatt's there again, baby. Let's go.
Was that a nugget and a clear and a cost turnover?
He's hungry.
Matt Wyatt's going.
He's hungry.
Oh! Give me some.
I can read that. I can read that from up in the stands.
Coach Sean smelt it. There's a massive Florida State flag. waving in the stands. That's what we're talking about. I believe that's a Matt Wyatt hat trick.
Already? First
Already?
quarter?
Hot out the gates.
7:27 still left in the first. Knowles are playing
Cam
for
Strickler,
more than
former
themselves
Presidente
tonight.
in the chat. 6-3, Knowles have the lead, 7 minutes 27 left in the first quarter. It's going to be a high-scoring game here. I hope you bettors took the over.
Yeah.
Chris in the booth is laughing. He definitely took the over. What a dog.
Rambo definitely took
Rambo
the over.
absolutely took the over. He knows Rambo's never met an under he likes.
Ball's up.
Oh, that's a push.
That was clean.
I guess I can't really yell from here. Oh, that's going to be out of bounds on White. Yeah, Jahai, that's definitely a push.
That one might have been.
They're letting the boys play. It's playoff atmosphere here tonight. Some questionable no calls.
First one was clean.
Got to be settled here on D. Matchup, just play sound fundamental defense.
13's trying to go to the rack.
The ref is definitely not calling anything.
Yeah. Surprised that wasn't a hold, but would have been wiped off anyway.
Refs are letting them play.
Rather-
FSU gets a little out of position fighting for that ground ball in the scrap. Gators cut to X and pass and hit the cutter for a quick stick. 6-4, Seminole lead, just under 7 minutes in the quarter. Sean, I think when FSU plays settled 6v6 defense, they're perfectly fine. Just got a little out of sorts right there.
Yeah, I would say the Gators have had really just some one-on-one goals, one unsettled, couple just Hess.
Yeah, Hess is
so,
going to get his. That's for sure.
If we can lock it down 6-on-6 and stay tight.
Nice
on the
face-off.
there
Florida
we go.
State got a loose ball. Matt Wyatt's fighting
Oh,
again.
good GB.
That should be a push,
Oh.
sir. Florida
Man,
State's
that
going to
was a
get
good
into their
ground ball.
ride.
Let's ride now.
Got a settled ride here.
There you go. Good ride. Pick them up.
We're getting into settled defense right here, 6v6.
Mason Rain on the ball here.
Definitely going to be a scrappy game. Refs are letting them play.
Yeah, and going to be game of runs, so who's going to have it at the right times?
Playoff atmosphere here tonight, Friday night in Jacksonville, Florida. FSU leads 6-4.
Ooh.
Terrible shot from the Gators.
Way off.
Don't drop your hands, friend.
Yeah.
You're not that guy, pal. 6 minutes left in the quarter. Plenty of action here. Florida State, Florida. FSU's up 6-4. Really good defense. Mason Rain, better recover, friends. Good Rico backside, match back up. You're perfectly fine.
Always recover to the crease and look out.
15 seconds in the shot clock. Got a shot clock in that corner.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say.
Way over yonder.
They're not seeing it. The Gators aren't seeing it.
Just play on his hip. Play on his hip. You're fine. Good slide.
Oh, the slide was good. He's got to break down there.
That's in. That's shot clock.
Oh, yeah,
Good defense from
Yeah.
the boys.
There you go, Knowles.
They say you shouldn't cheer from the press box, but I'm absolutely biased towards the Garnet and Gold team here tonight.
Yeah, there's zero hiding any bias.
That's right. That was excellent 6v6 defense. Just as we talked about, that kid's fast. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's on it.
He's padding his stats, helping his boy out.
That was a pass.
Dean Rothschild picks up the dirty ground ball. We're good.
And the Knowles are settling, subbing here.
Don't need to do anything crazy. Get your boys on the field.
Braden Forrest with the ball. Letting the boys get set up here.
Getting into a 1-4-1 diamond formation. Tyler Morris with the ball at X. I believe we have a timeout. FSU's in. I like the call. A lot of transition. You just played some awesome 6v6 defense. Got a settled possession on offense. We want to get in, dial up something nice, find a good matchup.
Yeah.
6-4.
Under 5 left. Work a little clock. Have a good possession here. Finish with a goal.
Sean, I'm loving the juice from the boys. The boys are fired up.
Yeah, everyone's playing their role. The sideline, coaches, players on the field. You know, the only way you win is everyone staying engaged. And so you can really tell the Knowles are locked in and really playing for more than themselves. Everything that's gone on over the last 24 hours, still extremely fresh. The fact that they're out here, nothing better than representing their university and playing for them and playing for, you know, more than just a lacrosse team right now.
Shout out Jonah Putback on the stream as well. Texting, love you, boy. Jacksonville, dirty Duval soldier. Chat is going on. Big game here tonight. National tournament implications are going on. Gators are ranked number 2 in the country. FSU's on the upset hunt.
Yeah,
FSU, I believe, is number 9 in the country.
Yeah, Knowles are just working on getting back to their rightful place on top of the Gators always.
This is where it should be.
Sport of lacrosse and others.
This is where it should be. There's decades and decades of historical dominance for Florida State. Gators got a little breather. FSU's getting right back to where they need to be. Georgia Tech won the first semifinal game over South Carolina. That's good. That is a good thing for Florida State's national tournament chances. Again, if they just win this weekend, you automatically are in. Beautiful thing. All right, coming out of a timeout, FSU's going to have the ball.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Get first line middies in, attack, settled, good possession. Knowles have been good 6-on-6 so far tonight.
Andrew Zeman picked up the ball in the corner, working it over to Dean Rothschild.
Braden Forrest.
Braden with the ball over to Matt Wyatt in the left wing. Matt's had the hot hand tonight. They're going to let him cook. We're going back to Tyler Morris.
Good, get it around a couple times.
I like the ball movement. You got Florida really extended here out to the corners. We want to space a defense out, get them rotating.
Oh, he wants it again.
Matt White goes
good
again.
Save, good save, but stays no
I
ball.
believe they're going to call him in the crease.
That is the unfortunate problem with that move at times is
Matt,
you don't
yeah.
finish. Yeah.
Matt goes for the aggressive underneath. We don't hate it. He has Sports Center top
take.
10 play doing that earlier, but this time just barely tiptoed in the crease. FSU in the ride. They need to drop in and match up right here, and they're perfectly fine with numbers. Playing settled 6v6 defense. We got Scott Chapman hunting for Dylan Hess up top. Jahai's dropping in.
He dropped in to let the pole match up on Hess. That was good.
I like that change. Right? We saw that one time Hess on the shorty. We don't need to do that again. Don't need to prove anything out here. He's a professional athlete. Put a pole on his hands. Jahai 1v1 defense. Just need to match with that hip. Take away a side. Run with them.
Yep, under.
Get the ball out.
Great.
Gators try to force crease. Ball is loose. Dylan Hess with the pickup. That's a dangerous man. Not what you want.
Nice save.
Nice stuff. Crease
Let's
stuff.
Go.
What a save.
What a save
Sports
on
Center
Hess.
top 10 save. Sayre.
One-on-one in the crease.
Electric stuff. That's the kind of saves that help you win a game. You're going to have to steal a couple of those plays. Dylan Hess one-on-one on crease. And Sayre stuffs him.
Gators are under. Are they running out of time here on the shot clock?
They gave him a reset.
Oh,
Goalie touches the ball, or the ball goes off a
you
pipe.
gotta
You get a shot clock reset.
It's hard to read the
Solid-
from up here.
Solid
He's
defense.
gonna press a little out of position.
Off the
but
pipe.
off the
Gonna be another reset on the shot clock. Boys just need to settle down, get on the hip. We're banging bodies right here.
That crossbar was pretty fortunate.
Crossbar grew a little bit right there in
Yeah.
favor of the boys. Not gonna lie, but we'll take it. Crossbar's on our team tonight. Nice save again. Sometimes those feet help.
Goalie's heating
Keep
up.
it loose. Keep it loose. Got to be guarding the ball here.
This is going to be where the game's won in these ground balls.
FSU just needs to settle back in, match up against their man. 45 seconds left in the shot clock, 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Game's getting scrappy. I'm not going to be surprised if we see a brawl or two. These two teams do not like each other, nor should they. And what a save! Sayre, dare I say, is getting hot. That's exactly what Florida State faithful wants to see.
He's seeing it now. Let the first couple in, but as soon as it clicks, making that first save, he's been ready to rock. Andrew Cook on the clear.
Andrew Cook, I believe, might be the fastest man alive, and I love the tactic. Get him on the field for a clear and go run fast. Sometimes lacrosse is simple. Give it to the fast guys.
Yeah, just let kickoff return.
Man, the saves from Sayre, that is huge. That's what you want to see. Sayre is pumping up the bench right now, and the bench is loving it. That's juice. Andrew Zeman, righty wing, got the ball. Braden Forrest has the shorty matchup. Might play a little two-man game with Andrew. Yep, we're seeing a pick here.
Slip.
Oh, go ahead. Oh,
Good D by
we
there,
lose the
King
ball.
Mitty.
Sir, that's got to be a hold.
Is that stuck in his helmet?
That stick was, in fact, stuck in his helmet. I think that's a hold.
Not sure. Does that go to the possession? How do
There's
they
a
make
dad
that
in the
decision,
crowd
Bobby?
yelling, "Gotta be white." I disagree. I thoroughly disagree, sir.
I'm sure that father knows nothing.
Yeah,
about what
he's
talking about.
probably yelling wheels. They are, in fact,
Might be
taking the terrible
alternate
advice of the
possession.
Gator fan father and giving the ball to White.
Minute 21 left in the first. 6-4 Knowles. Hess getting ready to clear.
Dylan Hess, I do like him as a person, but I hate him as a Florida Gator. Can be very honest here. Runs it. We get a little slap check in. Mason Rain matches up. Don't love the matchup. Shorty against Hess. Look for the Gators to try to take advantage. Hess moves the ball to X. Sean, minute left. You got to think this ball is coming back to Hess, right?
Yeah, I think they're waiting for last shot here. So
Defense is holding.
especially
58 seconds left in the quarter. 6-4. Knowles are up.
they got to be ready to fire.
Ball is working up the left wing. Gators are in a little 1-4-1. Maybe having a little pick on that lefty action.
Get a stick on
Good
the
defense
hands.
right there.
Stick
Just
on
stay
the hands.
balanced.
Nice
Nice save.
save.
Sarah is seeing the ball.
Let's go.
Sarah is absolutely seeing the ball. That was solid defense from Parker Klim, just playing on the hip.
Yeah, Clem was right on him. He's got to just throw that check and leave it. You know the leave it check where you just
That's
it
it.
hang
Just
on their hands.
run with them.
Yeah, and just run.
Just run, stick on that hip. FSU's electing to not slide. They're holding. They don't want to create any offense. Right here we slide Coma. Here's the matchup they want. Now we have Scott Chapman up on Dylan Hess. It's a big
Here's
matchup.
one, yeah. Last shot.
Yep, Gators are giving it to Hess for the last shot. 11 seconds in the quarter. Hess is going to the rack. Looks up top, feeds.
And
What a
miss.
save! Was that a save, Coach? I think that was a save
he
from
got a
Sayre.
piece. Sayre got a
Sayre is
piece, for sure.
unbelievably on fire.
5
Gators
seconds.
are going to the rack. You know Hess is going to take it again.
Who's sliding? Who's sliding?
Oh, Hess floats it in, high to high. You know that's going to happen.
1 second left. That slide's got to come real early. You know
6-5. Knowles are up. Hess has is that a third goal of the game for Hess, I believe?
I'd say it's the first quarter hat trick for Hess.
But again, for FSU, your offense is firing. Just need to get some plays in transition. Sarah steal a couple. Dylan's going to get his. Neutralize the rest of the Gator team. Try to neutralize Dylan as best as possible. Keep putting a pole in his hands. I like the beginning of that possession. Just sometimes into the shot clock, they get a little magic. 1 second left in the quarter. And that'll do it.
That'll do it for the first.
That'll do it.
Knowles on top, 6-5.
Vinny, number one in our hearts, number one on the face-off dot, head coach of U Tampa club team. You're a dog and a legend in the chat. End of first quarter, 6-5.
After the first quarter, Florida State University 6, University of Florida 5.
Huge game here, semifinals, Florida State, Florida. If you're Florida State, you're happy with that first quarter. I'm gonna be really honest. Came out to a 3-0 start, forced Gators to use a timeout. I believe each coach used one timeout that quarter. It was the Dylan Hess show. They're the fighting Dylan Hesses over there. We're well aware. No one else in their team I've been impressed by.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, scoring 6 goals in a quarter is nice. So
Sean Monahan, Presidente, number 34. Meanest wing player you've ever met in your life.
the Knowles can just get the right matchups, get the right slide packages, especially when Hess has the ball, lock that up.
If
We
I can,
really start separating ourselves here.
love the energy from FSU sideline. This is how you want to start a game. If I can give some love, Coach Jonas was telling me last night, shout out all the alumni that helped send some Venmos for a team dinner last night. Obviously, tragic day at Florida State yesterday. The team got together for some culture building, man, some friendship, some camaraderie, some communities, hugging each other last night. Some awesome stories came from a terrible day. Kyle Martin, a junior, and he's a first responder. I believe he's pre-med. Showed incredible courage yesterday. When everyone was running from the disaster, Kyle ran back towards the shots to go help and support the wounded. So shout out Kyle Martin. He was an honorary captain today. Man, that's unconquered spirit. That's being a true Garnet and Gold brother. I love to hear that. John Galante, a freshman, helped lead a group of students out of the student union during the time the shooting was taking place. John is a freshman showing huge leadership yesterday. Clay Edwards is a senior, a Tallahassee local. Clay helped lead his classroom, lock and barricade the doors, help the teachers in the class to stay calm, and he helped block the doors with tables and chairs. Terrifying events, but to hear guys on our team step up and be there for the people around them and their classmates and their community, I love to hear that, man. Those are the kind of people I want to be around, as some leaders and some good character of men.
Yeah, that's just an awful day, but not shocked by the leadership shown by the Noles and really that unconquered spirit that no one man, no one person can come take away from Seminoles and the lacrosse team, the entire Seminole Nation. So
we got a shout out from John Goodrich. Goody.
John
OG,
Goodrich.
FSU. We got alumni all over the
That was my
country
goalie
spanning
back
the
in the day.
boys. FSU goalie pipeline stays strong. Got start at quarter number 2. Florida FSU on the draw.
Ooh,
Got a high stick. Refs are letting them play.
nice check.
Gators come up with possession. Florida State's going to get into the ride.
Oh.
Kind of a ballsy pass to the middle of the field.
Well, let's ride, boys.
Florida State set up their ride. Matt wide over in that wing, pressuring. They have 6 seconds to get it off midline. 6 seconds to get over the midline.
Let's go.
Here's Dylan. 3, 2, 1. That should be failure.
No.
Failure! Nice ride, boys. Dylan got it on a little faster than that, buddy.
Darby, as an attackman, you gotta love riding. as
Have
much
to
as
ride.
You love everything else. Just think you're better at people than scoring and better at them than playing defense on clearing the ball.
Huge ride from the Noles, getting the delay. We got Eric Foss, a 2000 alum, sending love and support from St. Louis. Shout out Eric, go Noles, brother. We got Harry matched up against Dylan. You would normally think shorty on shorty is a good matchup. Dylan was a short stick D midfield, first team All-American for Georgetown. That's not the matchup.
Yeah, very comfortable in that position.
Absolutely. FSU's got to find the other shorty. We got Braden Forrest right here against number 14. This is where we want to start. Let's light the fire. Going down the alley lefty,
Good
working
dodge.
it, maybe a little pick. We got Zeman coming up the hash. Cross
Nice
feed.
Good hitch. Good shot. Let's go.
I love that. What a play.
Man, I'm just so glad he took that hitch. You could see the defender just flying out, not ready to break down. You've got to take advantage of that. Fake the shot, step around him, and bury that.
I love the vision from Andrew Zeman working up the hash. Gets it over the Dean Rothschild. Dean with a pole in his hands. Don't matter. Sting that thing, boy.
Yeah, the skip pass was crucial there.
Dean Rothschild.
Let's go. That's a good start to the
Sean
quarter.
Monahan, do they have a goalie in net? There is a helmet and gloves. Is there anybody home? We don't know. Got a face-off 7-5. FSU in the lead. Got a scrap in here on the draw. Good work from, maybe a push. Number 19, Bautista. Refs calling a hold, calling it FSU ball. Refs finally making a call. That's what we're talking about.
Let's get another good start to the quarter.
Every extra possession is huge for the Noles in a game like this. Huge for the Noles. Rivalry game, top 10 matchup, playoff seedings on the line. This is massive.
Yeah, I mean, this could be a game that comes down to just whoever has the ball last. So you really got to take advantage of, every extra
Got
possession you have.
Harry, number 4, cradling. Got the shorty matchup right here. A lot of space for his teammate Braden Forrest as well. Playing some body in the alley. Moves it to Andrew Zeman. Cross crease feed.
Another nice face dodge.
Oh, good looks.
Good take.
I like the offense. That pass
I know.
down to Zeman, getting those through passes. I like the look to Wyatt.
Yeah, and then the skip pass across it's been there. That was a good take.
Tyler Morris inverting, gets a nice pick. Go Tyler.
he's
That's
dope.
the matchup. That's the matchup you want.
course.
Harry, you want to clear the heck out of there, buddy. This is the matchup you want. Tyler is an outstanding attackman. Runs by his man. Nice feed,
look.
one more pass. That's the good
Oh.
offense. That's good looks.
Hey, yeah, that's a great look. Boys should be happy about that. Offense is
Timo-
looking good. We'll finish the next one.
Timo rolls back, draws the double. Andrew Zeman cuts up the righty hash. That's good offense.
Just maybe needed one more step there.
Harry's going righty. It looks a little awkward.
Slide's coming.
Slide's definitely coming. Short time on the shot clock,
Great
and they
ball.
score!
Let's go, Knowles.
Whoa! Dapping up Coach Neary in the press booth, and it feels good.
I think Gottlieb loves the contact.
He loves the contact. He's not a big cradle guy. Have you noticed that?
No, he's just body and head up.
Harrison Gottlieb, not a big cradle guy. The body craves contact, but you know what? You don't need a cradle and your feet crease like that for the boys.
Yeah, as long as you protect
I
your
think
stick.
that was Braden Forrest on the dunk. 8-5 Seminole lead, 2-goal swing for the Noles. I love those possessions. Those offense looks great, man.
Another great start to the. I know, and that's settled offense too. You know, not transition, not
FSU.
some garbage goals, just great clean possession.
Scott Chapman, the captain, and long pole on the draw.
Gotta
Gets it to
help.
Matt Wyatt.
Wyatt, look at him out there at the midfield line helping.
Gotta
them
get out of
in
this
attack.
situation,
Just
getting double
carry,
teamed.
Just leg it to a corner.
Matt Wyatt gets out of there. The look.
Oh,
Feeds crease.
the backhand
Timo
shot.
backhands it.
I mean, that was the only thing he had. That would have been.
Boys are going for it.
The crowd would have gone wild for that one.
Got to ride hard here.
Oh, that was lucky.
That was a lucky bounce for the
Stop the
Gators.
ball,
They got a little
shot.
transition.
Nice save.
Sayre McMahon is hot as can be. What a save.
Oh, he wants more. I think.
Sayre is egging it on. What a madman. A crazy man of the cage, Sayre McMahon, another save. Nasty in net.
Oh.
Goes to go try to steal the ball. Gators pushing low.
Good D.
Good defense. Way
Good
to push
D.
him out. Force that extra step.
Who was that there, Darby, on D?
I believe that was number 10. 10, Vinny Lane.
Vinny Lane, good
Parker
D there.
Klim trying to get close to the feet. Way to
Touch
cut
a little
off the
hands,
angle.
Touch some
Yeah.
hands, yeah.
We like a little poke check to the hands. Make the boys uncomfortable. Stone Foster, Tally OG, on ball.
Original.
I love a lefty D midi. We got Mason Rain running an
Good. See, look at that stick. Just
I like
leave
the
it
show,
there. Just
Coach.
leave it there.
No need to slide right
Yeah.
there. Crease
No, he had
defender
him.
shows, instills a little fear in the ball carrier, but then you don't really go. You get back in the hands right here. Coach, we're seeing right now, we got Dylan Hess is being shut off. FSU coaching staff is electing to shut off Dylan, and I don't mind it.
Yeah, that's a great point there, Darby, and honestly, probably a great tactic.
Ah.
Unfortunately,
It was working for the most part.
Yeah,
working
yeah.
for the most part. Florida number 2 found that matchup. One top side, shot lefty on the run.
I think Sayre usually wants that one back. You know, that was a low corner, decent placement, but
They're going to get theirs. I like that defense to lead up. Sayre's making some saves. I don't know if, Sayre making these extra saves keeps the boys exactly where they want to be.
yeah, it might have been that the shot was like 40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Could have thrown him off with how slow it was.
I don't know. Sometimes the marshmallows float weird.
Yeah.
What can you do? 8-6, FSU leads, 10:44 left in the second quarter. Friday Night Lights here in Jacksonville. Heavy check
Nice
from
check.
Florida State. Oh, we're going to call a hold. No, he's cleaning it up. Probably giving the ball to Gators, if I can
Okay.
imagine. I like the check. I like the aggressiveness, right? This is the time. Bring out the anger.
I mean, you got to let him feel it. You don't want him to leave the field thinking he didn't get a hard check to the
So we
forearm.
got Hess come back on the field. Scott Chapman covering him. Are they going to elect to shut off Hess again? Got Jahai on ball.
It's looking like they're shutting him again, yeah.
Shutting in Dylan Hess again. Scott Chapman is face guarding. Noles are electing to play 5-on-5 defense and try to take Dylan out of the game. I like the move.
You would say normally, though, you shut off with the shorty, but they're
I
electing
would
to do it
agree,
with the
but maybe
pole.
they say, hey, he's that good. Keep him
Yeah,
occupied.
I don't disagree.
That's a goalie ball.
Yeah, that's
And
going
right
back.
there,
Let's
Coach,
go.
a perfect example. Sometimes you do that shut off and you're 5v5. Gators don't know who's behind the cage.
Yeah, they're all
Great
playing
defense.
above, yeah.
Sayre gets the backup. Sayre's making a huge difference this game. We got number 24.
Jude Niles.
Jude. Let's see Jude with that
Leg it.
speed. He's running. Oh, he's
Leg
going to
it.
keep going.
Yep.
Running into a double team.
Be
Got to get
smart.
out of there, buddy. Good ride from the Gators. Looks like
Gotta
the
have
Noles
help.
will be able to collapse. You're all right. Just settle back in. Match back up.
The one-
Rule of thumb, one guy beat him, two guys, you got to move the ball if you're Jude Niles. Braden Forrest is hustling to get off the field. Good hustle.
Needed some help, though. People gotta work to help him out there. The one-man clear isn't always the right tactic when you're getting
Correct.
double team.
Nice
save.
stuff. Stone wall,
Nice
Sayre. Ball's loose.
Knowles on that. Come on, keep it rolling.
Got a huge ground ball in the corner.
Nice and easy back
Nice
to your
play,
goalie.
number
Yeah.
30. Jack Schiffel Great ground ball. They work it across.
That's how you pick up your teammate.
You got Stone Foster cutting in the middle. Long balls.
On the money. You gotta handle
Hess
that.
is there. Ball's still loose. Honestly, I don't mind making Dylan tired as possible. Make him run. I don't like the pass.
Use the whole box there.
FSU's dropping in.
Jack Schiffel.
Dean Rothschild on defense. Schiffel's dropping in. Boys are matching back up. A little bit of chaos. We had some really nice 6-on-6 possessions. We kind of got into this slop fest here in a rivalry game this middle of the second quarter.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not afraid to make it into a brick fight, you know?
It's gonna
At the end of the day,
so.
it's going to be a scrap. We do not like these guys.
And just got to be hungry on GBs.
Gator's probably going to go here. Dean Rothschild caught on defense.
Great D.
Got to stay on his hip, stay on his hip.
Perfect
That's
defense,
nice
perfect
defense from the
defense.
O midi, Dean Rothschild.
Blocking him from top
Stone
side.
Foster, isolated behind X. They like to move the ball.
They didn't want it.
They're going to keep dodging Dean. Gator
That's what I'm
falls down.
talking
How
about.
about Dean
Here we go.
Rothschild?
Let's break
Lockdown
out
D.
for the goalie here.
We want to see the middies work to get open. You've got Stone in the middle of the field, and you got the fast guy, number 22. Andrew Cook, all he does
Nice
is
and
cook.
easy pass.
Moves it to Harry. Harry's
Loose
probably
it.
seeking some contact.
That was just
Ball's on the ground. We're going to have a flag on the ground.
what was that? First flag of the game.
Flag on the field. Defense is a little frustrated. The middies keep turning the ball over in transition.
They're picking it up.
No flag. Good call, ref. Good call, ref.
Yeah.
What a nice call from the ref. I couldn't agree more.
I know.
Just
I've
a loose
been
ball
happy
push.
with how the refs are letting the boys play here so far.
The refs just want to keep the game moving, and we appreciate that.
Well, they're not supposed to be. They should be not part of the show here.
That's
you
right.
know? So keep your flags in your pocket. Let the boys get
We
physical.
got Dylan Hess, Gator, ball up top. Vinny Lane is on D on him. Ball's moving over to number 2 for the Gators. Mason Rain on his hip. Shot clock's not moving in the corner. MCLA classic. Clock operator needs to get on it.
Yeah, who is on? Hope the refs are keeping the shot clock.
Mason Rain
2
on
really
ball.
wants
Number
to take
2's jumping and out. And again, good decision to not slide. Don't create offense when you don't need to. Right there.
Oh
Sayre.
my God, what a save!
In the hustle.
That's
The
a Seminole
hustle.
ball right there.
Seminole ball, number 11.
Those are things that won't show up
Matt
in the
Barturin.
stats.
Matt, I love the hustle from the Knowles D.
Make all the difference.
Huge hustle from this Seminole defense to run out that clock. We're going to have Seminole ball off the inline. Man, that's hustle right there. When you want to win a rivalry game, you got to make hustle plays like that and fly around.
Yeah, that's a culture thing right there, Darby. You have a good team, good culture,
The boys want
good
to fight.
camaraderie. You gotta love that stuff.
Gets the boys going.
Might be a player doesn't have many stats, goals, like that counts.
That absolutely
That's
counts.
a stat right there.
We got a technical issue going on right now. They're cleaning up the shot clock. We may be recording the shot clock from the box. That's an MCLA classic move, Sean.
I think it might be Matt Rambo's issue. I feel like he's
It's
involved.
definitely Matt Rambo's issue. Matt, if you're still on the stream, get to work on the clock, dude. Can play in the PLL, but where's the clock management? 8-6, Seminoles have the lead. 7 minutes, 11 seconds left in the half.
And man, it's been an entertaining half.
Oh, what an awesome start to this game.
Yep.
Halftime coming up. We got another awesome Seminole alum, Coach Stavros Neocleos of Florida Atlantic, who won earlier today.
Got
FSU
the
alums to
stretch
come
right
up here.
up here, up the sideline. Nice
Beautiful
and easy.
clear from the Knowles. We love that. Here comes Braden Forrest at midfield.
It's just carry, nice and easy.
Dean Rothschild out of the box. Sean, I like that nice, simple, up the alley, clear. Good
Yeah,
decisions.
Stretch over. I know. Don't need to be a hero and clear it all yourself by yourself.
Here's Harry. Again, not a big cradling guy. Big body contact guy. He's coming in hot. Comes in very hot,
I
shoots.
mean,
Hey,
gets downhill.
sometimes a surprising shot can be a good one.
That was a good take.
FSU with the backup. Tyler Morris. Sideline just announced we've got 40 seconds on the shot clock. 40 seconds on the shot clock. They're keeping it from the box. Tyler Morris is pushing left pipe.
I think he's
Working
hungry.
it.
I think he's,
Not a bad
nice
idea.
Backup.
Zeman corrals, balls up top to Harry again. Harry's going. He's going. Move. Would have been a good time to cradle.
We got nose on
It
it.
kind of worked out in the FSU. Oh, they're going to call a trip or a hold.
What? Oh, we got to drop in.
Got to
This is gonna be a
hustle
quick
out.
whistle.
Got to hustle out. Harry comes out the field. Scott Chapman runs on. Dylan Hess is on the field for the Gators.
Finney
Scott
Lane
should
waiting
probably
to
pick him
hop
up.
in. There we go. Drop in the hole. See out.
Good communication. Scott's on Dylan. FSU's getting a little squirrely. We're a little man down. Bad substitution from the Noles on the defensive side.
Oh, no, are they going to make him pay? And they do.
Gators make him pay. That's a subbing error. It was a settled possession for the Gators. Never run off the field if you're unsure when you're on defense, boys. 8-7, Seminoles have the lead. 1-goal game here.
5:49 left. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. A lot of times there can be some mix-up in the box, but yeah, you don't come off unless you're following someone off or someone's ready for you, whether you're offensive midi, defensive midi, wherever that.
That's right, you know, and defense is playing perfectly solid 6v6 defense. Sarah's hot. There's no need to give the Gators free offense. Right there running off the field, you're giving them a man advantage. 10 Manizares, what's up, my dude? I agreed. ESPN hit us up.
Appreciate
Big
that.
ride.
Oh,
A lot of
yeah.
contact. Number 17's a little nervous.
I knew he wasn't going to handle that clean.
Oh,
Yep,
ball
called
is
that,
loose.
Called that.
Ball is loose.
They still got to get a touch or something, right? Yeah,
It's
that's
still
still
loose. It's still loose.
That's a
It's
Seminole
still
ball.
loose.
Let's go. And
That's a push.
Can we get a push?
And a flag down. Flag down. Ref
Let's
sees
go.
it. We got a flag down. We're going to have a man up push with possession against the Gators. Going to be Florida State ball.
First time we get to see some man-up offense here for the Noles. Interested to see,
The set
what
here.
they're running.
8-7. Seminoles have the lead. We had a push with possession. Seminoles. Should be a 30-second penalty here.
Yeah, touch the corners and let's get it going.
5 minutes, 20 seconds left in this quarter.
I like that Tyler Morris, top center. How tall do you think that kid is?
Dude, he's like 6'4". That guy's tall as heck.
Yeah, running point.
Yeah, the
See
tall
the
guy up
field.
top, he can see everything. And he can shoot well, distribute well, believe leads the team in assists. Little
go.
two-man action on the side. Works it back to Zeman.
Someone bucks
Wouldn't be
behind.
surprised, this two-man game between Zeman and Dean Rothschild on the righty wing. I kind of like the setup. Boys are getting into some action here. Cuts down to a 2-3-1. Zeman ball in the wing, right back to Dean Rothschild. Cross crease, Harry's cutting.
Almost a good handle.
Bodies are on the ground.
Let's ride now.
Florida has the ball. FSU is still man up.
They got to see who's coming out the box here, too, because they're going to release this penalty.
That's right. FSU's matching feet, still riding.
Yep, hands. Oh,
Just play on his
yeah,
hip.
keep the legs going.
Ooh, almost with the wrapper around Rusty Gate. Not quite. Number 2 may be going for glory. Sayre pops out of cage, settles back in. Mason Rains hustling in.
All right, we're matched up here now. Penalties off.
Should be all even here. There's only a 30-second
Gators
penalty.
didn't quite realize they were allowed to be on the field. Not
No,
shocked
well, that's
by
what they
that
say
yet.
about Florida. They're all athletics, no education system. Academics are rough down in Gainesville. Everyone says that. Big
Hands on.
defense on the hip.
Oh, he's all
Sayre,
over that.
What a save.
See how far he stepped out to that ball, barely even let it bounce.
I love that. On the turf, you got Stone Foster. Stone, let's get out of
Work it
there,
up the
buddy.
chain here, nice and easy.
Got to work for the ball. Seminoles going for the overpass. Andrew Cook
Carry
with
it,
the ball.
carry it.
Just be the fastest man alive.
Get
Turf.
up, get up, get up and
Turf
go.
gets him. Just keep running, buddy.
Get up and go. You got to stay
Finds his
outside.
buddy. Better
Oh,
drop
come
in,
on.
Seminoles.
All right, need a D in the
Just
box.
drop in.
Need a D in the box.
Seminoles need to get
Who's
in.
going? Who's going in? Did he
Seminoles need to send 2. Seminoles need to send 1 more.
just... 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Seminoles need to send 1 more.
Need one, Knowles.
There you go. Coach Sean's in here coaching.
Go!
Coach Stav, our special guest at halftime, also encouraging a little extra
Oh, no.
boys. Oh, my Sayre.
What a save. He's
What
in
a
the crease.
save.
Got lucky there. Almost gave another free
You see the
man
run,
up
Jahai?
possession.
FSU
Roll
on the
back,
clear.
my
This
God.
turf is getting everybody right now. Turf snipers are on it.
Yep. Stay
Keep
on
the
it.
ball
Stay
loose.
on it.
Keep the ball loose.
Let's run.
Stone
Let's
Foster with
run.
the interception.
There you go, Stone.
Stone, you just need to run.
Stone's a lefty.
Rips the ball up the field.
And it's-
Andrew Zeman corrals it.
Carry. Just bring behind. Carry behind. There we go.
Some chaos in front of the Gators bench. Somehow the Seminoles come away alive after some sloppiness.
Yeah, the Gators may have called a timeout there, but they have really meek voices and probably was not heard by the ref.
Selective hearing from these refs, much like our children give us. When you want something, they don't listen. Ball's up top. Ryan Farquhar, team president. Andrew Zeman working this righty 2-man game.
Good D by the
Moves it
Gators
up
there.
top. Matt Wyatt's had the hot hand.
Yeah, Wyatt's due for one.
Keeping his eyes up, backpedaling to his lefty wing. Moves the ball back to Tyler Morris. Look for a little 2-man game between Tyler and Andrew.
Good pick. Got a teammate. Oh, but he wants it. Oh!
Off the pipe, going to be a reset on the shot clock. Ball is loose still. Gators pick it up.
That was a good take, man. Right on the pipe.
Yeah, I'd like to see Tyler Morris keep getting active.
Yeah, if I was him, I'd keep going to the rack. That's a good take.
We have 1 minute, 38 seconds left in the quarter until halftime. Gators are now listened to get their timeout they surely desired.
Timeout for the Gators.
Minute 30. Can't let another momentum swinging end of quarter goal happen.
Shout out Austin Cunningham, my brother, 2016 FSU grad. What's up, you dog? Chat is all alive.
Cunningham, another Tallahassee original.
Austin Cunningham, a Tallahassee OG. Love some 850 representation in the alumni base. Chat keeps it going.
Gotta have it.
Coach Sean, I think I'm loving the performance I'm seeing from Sayre right now. I like our offensive sets. The only thing I don't like is our transition to defense and sub issues have led to some Gator transition success.
Yeah, there's been some sloppy substitution in the box. I mean, that can happen when people are, a whole huge team on the sideline getting confusion. So if they can just clean that up and make sure we're ready to go, guys are following people off or not just running off on their own. That's
correct.
That's huge.
Never sprint off the field when you're on defense.
Doesn't matter if you're an O-midi or who you think your position is. You don't come off unless you're following someone off.
That's exactly right. Huge game tonight, Friday night under the lights here at the Bowles School in Jacksonville, Florida. Knowles lead 8-7. Been a hectic game back and forth. Both teams have gone on runs. Matt Wyatt's probably leading goal scorer for the Knowles. Dylan Hess is definitely leading goal scorer for the Gators. Rivalry game, it's going to be close. It's going to be heated. FSU looking for the upset bid here. Huge game for the Knowles. If you're live to the stream, welcome. Most FSU bias stream you're ever going to hear. Garnet and Gold runs through our blood. The finest academic institution in the state. Some are saying in the country, maybe the world.
Yeah, nothing better to represent than Chief Osceola and that Seminole logo.
FSU is going to be on defense here. Gators with the ball, settled 6v6 offensive possession. Minute and a half left in the half.
Other than some unsettled stuff,
Gators are out of timeouts.
they've really scored mainly in just one-on-one ISO situations. So hopefully
That's right.
the Knowles had a good D huddle here to be prepared and
I believe
take care of business.
Coach Jonas has another timeout here. I'd like for a good settled defense, get the ball, call a timeout on offense if we don't have a good look.
Yeah, get last shot.
Set up something nice. Dylan Hess, Scott Chapman. Beefiest matchup of the night so far. Hess rolling and
slide,
rolling
yep.
and rolling. Ball is up top now. Good, forcing down the alley.
Stick. That's great.
That's what you want. Good job from Scott. Let Dylan roll back and back. Don't over-pursue on one side. Make Dylan move the ball, and that's successful defense.
Yeah, that's a win.
Mason Rain on D versus the shorty. Gets back to Dylan up top.
He's hungry.
He misses high. Got to get on those hands, pressure defense. Got 48 seconds left in the quarter. In MCLA fashion, the shot clock is off. Number 2 attacking the shorty from the wing. Ugly shot. Stone Foster backs it out.
Got to give it to him. Come on,
refs giving it to the Gators.
But Sayre, great step to the ball.
I love
again.
the step.
He's not sitting in net and waiting for it. He's stepping out and locking those bounce shots down.
He is. Sayre has been on fire. FSU sideline repeating their coach's call extremely well.
That's easy.
Huge save.
Easy save.
Huge save. Again, great
Sayre
defense.
Carries.
Sayre's carrying a cross pass.
Beauty.
Parker Klim
Beauty.
gets it to Matt Wyatt. A lot of space for Matt Wyatt. What is he going to decide to do here?
Timeout.
I like the timeout.
Great call there.
We got special guest Stavros Neokleos, head coach of FAU. You want to come over here, Stav?
What's up, boys? How we doing?
Chat, welcome Coach Stav, FSU alumni 2019?
2019, yes, sir.
Alumni. We got 20 seconds left in this half. Stav came up to the booth a few minutes ago. He was clapping for Coach Jonas, loves the timeout call, end of half, 20 seconds left, you have a possession. Coach Stav, tell us to the people, what are you calling right now on the sideline?
I'm definitely getting into some Tigers, some two-man at X. You've got some elite talent back there. You could go with Wyatt and Zeman. Clear the space up top. You're going to see the defense sink in. And I think you can get a quick and easy step down in about 5 to 10 seconds. That'll burn that first part of the possession. If that doesn't go, then you clear it out and let one of your attackmen work.
I love the call. I like the timeout. I think this is a huge momentum possession. To be honest with you, that defensive stand was really big and really impressive. Sayre has been standing on his head. I love to see Sayre making some saves.
I think the Gators are sitting on Sayre, just giving him the opportunity to make these saves. And if FSU can continue to kind of press and transition, they're going to get a lot of looks. The Gators are trying to sub on and off relatively quick, and FSU, if they can get the ball up and out, can definitely score in transition here. FSU, here's that two-man.
Dean Rothschild, ball at X. We're inside crease, picking. Ball's going back to Matt Wyatt. Got Andrew Zeman cutting. What a play!
There it is.
What a play! Coach Stav! Coach Stav!
I think Stav drew that
Coach
up.
Set it up for the boys. What a play for the Noles.
Nothing like a behind-the-back backbreaker.
Disgusting. Talk about momentum.
Hey, like we said, the Gators are going to get eye locked. They're going to sink down to X, and everybody else works up top.
I love. It's like an NBA play, Coach Stav. You get that first dummy pick, cross crease look, just to work it backside. Andrew Zeman comes off that first pick the picker, and Zeman flashes, finishes behind the back. Noles have a 2-point lead. 7 seconds left in the half.
Press here.
Massive ground ball. 3 seconds.
Oh, a little high.
1 second left in the half. 1 second left in the half.
That's a huge momentum swing right there.
Big face-off for the Noles. Shut that down. Noles. No, hey, clap it up, Booth. Clap it up.
Good,
clap it up.
That's good stuff.
Coach Stav comes into the booth. We draw up a play. He cheers on Coach Jonas' timeout. We call up a play, and the boys deliver. Absolutely delivered. Stav, what's good, brother? It's nice to see you.
What's going on,
You're
guys?
looking well. You're looking healthy.
I'm doing my best.
We're playing
I'm
men's
eating
league?
well. Yeah, a little bit
How's
of
the
men's
knees?
league.
How are the wheels?
We're
Strong?
2 knee surgeries deep, and I got my shoulder done in the summer. So
Between the 3 alumni in this booth, we have 0 healthy knees.
not a healthy knee in
No,
sight.
God,
About
no,
10
absolutely not.
surgeries too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
We have made some orthopedic surgeons a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Bless them.
My doctor's kids went to Pinecrest.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a good tuition right
I
there.
think my doctor's kids went here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're in some debt here.
Coach Stav, welcome up to the booth.
Yep.
All right, talk to us. How'd it go today? You guys won big.
Yep. 21-7. We played Georgia Southern, who was a good squad. I mean, they came out and fought hard. We're ready to roll though. you know, we're a mature group, I'd say. So we didn't really let anything get to us. Any of those chirps. Jumped out to a nice 12-1 lead at halftime and got the boys some playtime.
Huge day tomorrow. Who do you guys face? SELC championship?
Kennesaw State again. So same team from last year. Little rematch.
Have you guys played that this year?
Yes, yeah, we played them. We played them mid-season. They had some injuries, but the score there was 22-6.
For FAU?
Yes, sir.
For the Owls?
Yes,
the
indeed.
Legends?
Yep.
All right, so a rematch.
Little
22-6.
owl on owl crime.
They say owl crime. Some of the spiciest. The turf war.
Indeed.
A couple hoots here and there.
Yeah.
There's young Matthew Rambo running the field. We may see him in the booth
looking
later
nice
on.
and slim and
yeah,
slender
looking trim.
right now.
He's staying out of the kitchen, they're saying.
Yeah, he's been on my workout plan.
That's good. Yeah, Coach Neary is getting Coach Rambo in the gym.
He
you
said
know,
he is fixing the shot clock right now.
Matt Rambo is on shot clock management, as we predicted. That's why it
jog
broke.
was for.
He's looking slim, though. What can you say? So, Coach Stav, tomorrow, big game, SELC championship for you guys. Would be 2 in a row?
Yep, well, it would be
If
back-to-back.
I am correct?
Yes, indeed.
If we take that win, what are our chances of getting a pretty high ranking and high seed for the national tournament?
So we're sitting at 3rd in the country right now. We'd love to be moving up to 2 here. That 2 to 1 would be our ideal. I think if we go in and take care of business tomorrow, we can lock in one of those top 3 to 4 seeds at nationals, which is huge.
That would be huge, Stav. You saw it when you were a player on our team. When you go in as a bottom 6 seed, as a 11, 12, 13, 14, that is hard.
Yeah, you're fighting.
You have to, like, if we recall that first night, we were 12 versus 5, Arizona
State, legendary game.
Double overtime game. Davis Craner with the kill shot. The game was insane.
Kyle Wooten to send it to
Kyle Wooten to send it.
Yeah.
But what was so hard was we had a double OT game, had to have an upset. Guys were busting, and then the next night we have an even bigger game versus an even higher seed, right? So going in as a low seed, you're at a disadvantage.
Huge.
So you guys getting a top seed, getting a top 4 seed tomorrow, potentially 3 seed, potentially a 2 or a 1, that just helps you, right? Because that first game is a little, not saying that first game's easy, but man, it's an advantage to have that setup.
You have to go and compete no matter what. We played 9 ranked games this year, so we know what's out there. We're comfortable wherever we end up, but realistically, getting into that top 3 or 4 puts you in a position where, you might not be in those 2 OT games, right? That's the reality of what we're at. You got to compete, but it's a different game.
Absolutely. Who are the top teams right now in MCLA D2? Is St. Thomas still balling?
So St. Thomas is doing really well. UCSD is number 1. We played them on a 3-game weekend and came up just short.
It's good to have that experience, though.
Yeah.
The boys won't be scared of them.
No. Listen, that game was 6-6 with a minute left.
That's exactly what you want. That's good.
So we're right there with them. Grand Valley is really good, and they've got a great coach. They're really.
Is Utah?
Utah's up with
good?
D1 now. Utah's up.
They bumped up good.
Yeah, Utah's doing well, actually.
Good to see. Big game tomorrow. Who are the studs out there today? Any shout outs for the boys?
So Drake Summers, one of the OG Owls. He's got, I think he had 3 or 4 today. Ryan Kerr, who you guys would know from USF, is playing with us now. He's got, I think, close to 100 points on the season again. He was the offensive player of the year. And then defensively, we've got just a stable. We've got a bunch of horses. They're ready to run.
How big's your roster right now?
45.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. Coming in, beast mode. Coach Stavros Neocleos is here in the booth. His team won today. Head coach of the Florida Atlantic Owls, number 3 team in the country, and they're in the SELC championship tomorrow. What time is y'all's game tomorrow?
It's a noon game.
Noon game. The boys better be hydrating
early
tonight,
and often.
Coach.
Yep.
Coach, before I slide our next guest in here, what are our thoughts from the boys? You're an alumni. You played with Coach Jonas. He's a friend.
Yep.
I know you know Chad Minner well. How are you feeling? How are you feeling about the boys in Garnet and Gold?
Listen, just from a this game perspective, they just need to keep pressing. But on a larger perspective, the boys are in a good spot. They've got the right leadership group, and they've got the kind of team that can take a deep run. Everything they do is in their hands, and they just need to understand that. And obviously we've got a big alumni crew that was over on the ledge over there yelling and screaming. So make sure everybody's tuning in, getting all the boys hype, and we should get a nice finish to this game here.
Final score prediction, hit us with it. It's 9-7 right now. What are we feeling?
We're going to go 16-12 Noles.
16-12 Knowles is Coach
Boys are going to
Stav.
turn it up.
Coach Stav, I love you, dude.
Love you, dog.
Appreciate you.
Thanks,
for
brother.
coming in. Hey, go win
Thank
another
you.
one tomorrow. We got
Yes, sir.
alumni just winning
Let's
championships.
go, boys.
Thank you, Coach Stav. What a dog. Our next, we have another special guest. Thank you to Coach Stav. Hopefully wins another championship tomorrow. We've got a special guest in the booth.
Diehard FSU.
Diehard FSU fan. Many are saying it was his number 2 choice behind University of Maryland. Matt Rambo, the chef.
What's up, guys? Can't wait
Welcome.
to be so happy I could join this podcast or the live cast.
What
the
do you-
YouTube live
Yeah,
stream.
YouTube live stream. What do you think about the commentators? You guys go way back.
I'm next to 2 legends right here. And a couple of the guys up in the booth are all Florida fans, my high school kids that are announcing, and I'm heavy FSU.
Yeah.
And I told them that FSU was going to come out and punch them in the face first, and I'm happy.
How about that? How do you
about
like?
that?
Who's the standout guy right now? That lefty attackman.
Lefty
He's
attackman.
sniping,
Got to give you
dude.
lefty love. I think he has 3 or 4 on the day, right?
Oh, he's balling over there. A couple snipes, bar down.
Helping in the clear game.
And low-key, your goalie's sneaky.
Dude,
playing out of
goalie
his
is on
mind.
fire. Sayre is stealing some stuff right now. Dylan's pretty good out there.
Yeah.
From your perspective, can Dylan play PLL?
I mean, he's kind of dominated when he gets the ball.
It
He's on a different speed.
I don't.
But I think at FSU, if they clean up a couple more mistakes that like they had in the middle of the field, they could be even. The margin could be maybe 1 or 2 more goals.
Yeah, for sure.
A couple clearing mistakes turns into goals for them, and if they clean that up, then maybe you get a couple more because the
absolutely.
offense is electric right now.
Dude, 6-on-6 offense is sick. Do you like that set play at the end? That
Yeah.
little pick through in the righty BTB.
That was sick. I don't even think Florida was ready. I was right next to the Florida huddle, and they were like,
They said,
just stay
"Hold
on
up."
your man, and they didn't see that coming.
That was a beautiful little double pick. First one's just a fake screen to the lefty cutter, and you find the righty finisher, BTB. Big momentum play, too. Get a 2-goal lead going into half.
The FSU uniforms are swaggy today, too.
Nothing like that.
I do miss the baby blue, though.
Oh, no. The baby blue, the Seminole
basketball
Native American Heritage Traditionals.
They wore them last year here.
I know. They need to bring those back. They need to bring them back. These garnets are swag.
The unconquered All Blacks are nice.
They are too. We've got PLL All-Star Matt Rambo in the booth. Huge Florida State lacrosse fan. No surprise, the brand goes countrywide, near and dear to our hearts.
Matthew being a Florida guy now, but he's heading back to the Northeast. How do you feel
Headed
about
back
that?
to the Northeast. It's great, but it sucks. Family, friends, lifetime friends up there, but I'm going to miss this weather. We're out here in beautiful Florida, palm trees around us, 80 degrees, getting tan.
But we'll get you back for a
We'll get-
Seminole football
Oh yeah,
game
many are
next
saying,
year. Gotta
what are
do
we
that.
thinking? Are we thinking Florida State, Bama to open up the year in Tallahassee football?
Let it
I
fly
think
back.
that's what's going to have to be. Maybe hang out with Minter
we
as
gotta
well.
call up
Yeah.
Coach Chuck Minter. 3 of us go way back with Coach Chuck Minter. Go stay at his house, swim in his pool. Go see the Knowles take down Bama to open the year. It's a
Hopefully
beautiful
they can
night
have a
here.
year like 2 years ago. That would be
Oh,
awesome.
absolutely. Hey, we're a lacrosse school now. Everyone knows it. Everyone always says FSU is a MCLA lacrosse school through and through, #1 sport.
Got to be one of the only programs in the country that has its own turf field.
That's
So,
right. It's a beautiful brand new turf field. Harkins Field in the center of campus is a sick setup.
Right next to the football stadium, baseball stadium. We're not messing around playing on IM fields. Are you kidding me?
No, none of that
That's what
here.
Florida does.
High class.
Florida's
Absolute
all
high
over the
class.
intramural field. I think they could be an intramural team. I'm not sure.
This is such a big matchup, Matt. We've got non-lacrosse Jacksonville friends tuning into the link. We got Bonner and Jonah watching lacrosse tonight. Boys, loving it. Everyone across Duval County is watching this game. national implications, garnet and gold versus orange and blue. What a terrible color combination that is. Orange and blue is awful.
Yeah, people don't even want to wear that, post graduation.
No, you stop. You burn it. You burn it quickly.
Matt, what would you do against Hess? Would you lock them like the Seminoles are doing?
Yeah, right now.
If I wouldn't lock them. I think a 5-on-5 offense is really hard to cover with slide packages, but I would definitely press out on them and early slide as possible and just have guys ready for the 2 slide and put your best pull out there and get in his hands. I don't really know. He's a beast.
Dog.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
And
He's gotta make it a scrap.
I just throw some junk out there. Lock him with a shorty. You can't lock him with a pole because then that's too easy for them. Lock him with a shorty or throw some junk out there. Lock him. Don't lock him.
Change it.
Change it up.
I do like that first half, couple possessions. They went shorty, couple possessions pole, couple possessions lock.
Yeah.
I think that's going to keep the Gators a bit on their heels and definitely slowed them down a couple times. And for FSU coaches, I like that. Throw some
You're going to
wrinkles.
slide. You got to slide with a pole. You can't slide with a shorty.
Yeah, especially like you said, 5-on-5, you have so much space there.
Too much
and if
space.
you're losing a pole out covering in a lockdown situation,
Yeah, Hess isn't the only player on their team. They're obviously insanely good. Well, 2nd ranked. You guys are 7th ranked. You guys should both make the national tournament.
We just want the boys to win tonight,
Win tonight,
Good
win tomorrow.
old-fashioned
Yeah.
rivalry game. And then why not? Let's just win the SEL. Let's win a conference championship tomorrow. It's about time.
Couple hundred people in the stands too.
Many are saying, did you take the over in this game? You bet the under or the over? What'd you bet?
I bet the over.
Yeah, overs
What was
only.
the line? 23.5?
I think someone put in the chat
32.5.
32.5.
32 and a half, so it needs to be a 17-16.
Oh man.
I would take that. 32 is the line. You got to bet the over.
I don't think Sayre's going to allow that to happen.
No, I agree. If
your
FSU
goalie's a
wins, we got the
beast.
under.
Well, thank you for having me on the YouTube Live. I got to go check
Good
my
job.
volunteers, see if
All
they're
right.
doing great.
Can you go operate
Thanks
the
for joining
clock?
us, Matt.
What are you doing?
Oh, the shot clock, they're back on.
Dude, you are good at your job. Good job.
Problem solver.
Tell the fans.
The fans.
That the shot clock was the refs doing.
Matt, thank you, Matt Rambo. He says, go Knowles. We'll see you later, bud. It was totally his fault, the shot clocks. Oh, we're leading the Seminole War Chant out of this, you bet.
Matt Rambo trying to blame the shot
Trying to
clock
blame the
issues.
refs.
It's the refs.
No leadership.
He's involved in running this SELC tournament as he's a coach at the bowl school here in Jacksonville. Moved down here in 2021, I believe. Coached at Ponte Vedra together. And then when Coach Tom West moved over to bowls, he went with him. So.
Couple of legends. I will say for you PLL fans out there, Matt is looking slim. He's looking fit. That's what you want to hear if you're a Whipsnakes fan. He's looking fast.
I know, he was the oldest player on his sixes tournament.
I saw that,
Man, how quickly that changes.
I think you'd be the first to admit sixes is not his forte.
Yeah, definitely not his game, but
He is a possession player.
funny to think he's on the older end of the PLL
It's insane.
spectrum now.
It's scary to think how old we are.
Yeah, we won't comment on that.
Quiet now. Hudson, if you're watching this, go to bed. You're a baby. All right, about to get the second half started. 9-7. Knowles are up. Huge second half here at the Bowl School in Jacksonville. Florida State versus Gators. Commentators, I'm Darby Brower, sitting next to my good friend and former coach that coached me, Sean Neary, legend of Florida State.
Thank you, Darby. Yeah, been a great night of lacrosse so far. Happy to be sitting next to you doing this stream. Glad this was able to work out.
Our dude Chris on the controls. This is really cool. This is sick. Well done,
Yeah, gotta
Chris.
give Chris a shout out.
You guys could see this
technical wizard. up
alumni.
there.
If you could see this stream set up, it is epic. And Chris, our man up here, is running the show. It is awesome. Knowles are on fire. Huge second half coming out. Boys are locked in. Alumni all over the country are texting us. Let's go Knowles.
Yeah, got
Second
got a
half,
lot of
let's get
alumni
this.
texting us.
Shout out the alumni in the corner. Zach Ryan, Ben Weigel, Stavros, Steve. Love you guys. Keep balling.
Great face. to
Huge
start.
face-off win.
And
Going
a half
straight
go
for the
to
hole.
rack.
Oh! Oh, misses high. Oh, no.
Man.
You got to dunk that. Hey, sometimes a Fogo is meant to just be a Fogo.
Yeah, that was a great take. Way to bring it himself. No one was sliding. but
Nobody was sliding.
Unfortunate Fogo shot after you bent your stick in half getting the ball. Might not come out too smooth.
Bautista shocked everyone there. The pinch and pop. A nice ride again.
Oof.
Shot clock, 4 seconds.
On the hands.
Gators have the ball on the lefty wing. Looking to settle it out.
Hess coming in from midfield.
Dylan Hess with the ball up top.
Gators still subbing.
45
midfield
seconds of
line.
the shot clock.
Yeah, shot clocks are back on again, so we can actually commentate on that.
I'll give Rambo credit. He turned the clocks back on. Did he do it?
Claims it
No.
was the refs doing.
Stone Foster covering the isolation at X.
Great D behind.
Stay
Right
on his
on the
hip.
hips,
Don't
right
need to
on the hips.
overextend. When you're a short stick D
That's
midi,
outside. That's great D
mom's
right there.
goal outside. Good job, Stone. That's all you gotta do is stay on someone's hips. You don't need to overextend.
Darby, could you explain the mom's goal to our fans out
Yeah,
there?
mom's goal is
when.
when someone shoots the ball and it lands in the outside of the net and people cheer, but those people are typically moms. Moms shout you out, we love you, but those just aren't goals.
Yeah,
you
they're-
gotta go on the
they're
inside
not
of the
goal.
net.
Moms are always quick to jump the gun.
But you know, moms shoot from the hip, and that's all you can ask for.
Let's go. All right, back to the
Ball
Knolls here.
up to Harry, number 4.
Does he go by Harry, or are you just calling him that?
No, I've been told he's a wild card and he goes by Harry.
I like it.
And I respect that, and I can't, that's all I know is my insider information. Insider trading is he's Harry. Matt White, again on the lefty swing. Over to Andrew Zeman.
Good take, but
Oh,
right
look to
idea
feed
not
crease.
to not to shoot drifting across.
If that was a feed to crease, that was a heck of a feed.
Yeah,
Tyler Morris has the ball at X, splits right to left, up the lefty hash.
He's
Little
hung.
swim, he's going in, one-handed.
Oh,
It'll stay Seminole ball, 21 seconds left in the shot clock.
I'm thinking this second half, Tyler Morris is going to break out.
I'd like that take from Tyler. I want to see him keep going
He's
there. There wasn't
hungry.
a
He's
slide.
just missing, hitting pipes right around the cage. Good takes. So they're going to drop.
FSU, that's Dean Rothschild over to Andrew Zeman, up to Braden Forrest. Got this set up, takes it. Oh!
Hey!
Great possession to start the half.
Go.
Again, settled 6v6 offense. The Knolls are moving the ball and finding matchups and getting good shots on cage. It's all you can ask for.
Yeah, I don't know if Braden's a natural lefty, but you know that's what they gave him. He took it down and bounced that shit into the net. Sorry about that, fans.
Sorry, moms and dads out there. Just a couple of guys.
It looks pretty going high at times, but I'd much rather bounce it into the stat book than just shoot it into the goalie stick. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You get one on the stat book, get the lead back to 3, 10-7, Florida State is up, 12-38. I love that first possession, settled offense. You get a couple of looks, Tyler Morris gets some pressure, make it over to Braden. Braden gets a lefty on the run. Gators pinch and pop, fast break.
Oh.
Wow, these face-off men cannot shoot.
That could have been the
Wow.
worst shot I've seen in the last 8 years, Darby.
Turns out the scout to not slide to the Fogos was correct. Both ways. Don't slide to goes.
Hey, Knolls have scored to start every quarter, which
Hey,
is
keep
great,
that up.
great momentum to really kick it off each time as, you know, coming from being stale and huddled up to, you know, getting the momentum in the sideline engaged right
Mason Rain on ball. Knolls are shutting off Dylan Hess again. Ball's at X. We got Parker Klim on the lefty wing. Parker's just matching feet right here. Needs to stay heavy. I like the
good
double team. I
double.
like the double
Great
team.
double, run his
Parker
face.
Klim moves the ball up to Jack
got
Scheifele.
numbers.
We're going to have a little fast break situation. FSU has
Skip.
advantage.
Oh, smart.
They're moving the ball.
That's
I
smart.
don't hate
smart.
it. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. Let's get possession. 6-on-6 has been really good. Hey, senior Andrew Zeman using some wisdom. You have the 10-7 lead. Let's just get a possession. Now we're moving the ball. Now we're finding it a little
nice
bit.
fake.
Oh, I like the look again.
That was a great fake, too. You knew that guy was going to bite on that pass out to the wing and bounced it straight in, but just missed the cage.
Boys are making good decisions. FSU the ball. Andrew Zeman in the corner. Up to Dean Rothschild. Working the ball up to Harry. Harry's got the matchup versus the shorty. Over to Matt Wyatt. Matt gets the shorty matchup. I like this. Zeman pops out. Oh! Let's go! That was disgusting. That's offense, coach.
Low to high, top cheddar. buckets.
Don't talk about it, be about it. Andrew Zeman, Snipe City, pings it. I love that offense. Pass down, pick down the lefty wing. Matt Wyatt draws a double team. Matt skips it over to Zeman, and Zeman stings it. Top left.
Yeah,
bang, bang, bang.
Those swing passes across the field have been there for great looks all night. And the fact that they're burying it, big pressure situation, Knowles are locked right now.
The boys have to bang. Many are saying it. Face off, Scott Chapman is all over the field tonight. Facing off, covering Dylan Hess, rolls back, gets it to Parker Klim, who finds in the corner Tyler Morris. Great face off from Scott Chapman. That guy is everywhere. I believe, is he the captain, Chris?
He is.
Scott, yeah.
Scott is the captain.
Huge fan of that guy. Scott, let's go, buddy. Tyler Morris with the ball in the wing.
Knowles are subbing, need to get settled here.
The Gator moms are yelling in frustration, and that gives me so much joy. I can't believe it. Huge possession for the Noles. 11-7, the lead. 10 minutes and 30 seconds in the half. Dean Rothschild goes underneath. Gators slid. Offense is moving the ball for the Noles. Matt Wyatt working towards X. Maintains possession. Keeps going. Ball is loose.
Good.
Straight up.
Good. New shot clock. Take your time. We're in the second half
Shot
now.
clock reset. Well done, coach. We're moving over to Andrew Zeman. Good decision. Good decision. The refs are blowing the whistle. They're having a little powwow. I wonder what they're talking about. They're probably discussing if the ball hit the goalie or not. That guy's a legend. Refs bringing it in.
What was the call there?
I put my FSU glasses on, and I think that hit the goalie. That should be a shot clock reset. I don't think the refs have instant replay. And you know what? We're right. Let's go.
Yeah, they reset.
Braden Forrest, ball's up top. He had that lefty down the alley shot earlier.
Is he wanting his left?
He might be a lefty.
Yeah.
You know what? That's cool. Looking to draw.
Yeah, that
A lot of pressure. Rolls back again. Needs to move it. A lot of double teams.
All right,
Good.
just got it out.
Just move the ball,
Gators
fellas.
are out. I think Wyatt's ready for one. Oh,
Wyatt pushes the corner. You got Zeman chasing.
Yeah, we're there.
Oh,
We're
ref
there.
needs to turn his head. Ref does a great job.
Yeah, that's the time you want to take it down the alley. You had some dodges on the other side, sliding. Gators kind of
Airy with the ball up top. He's starting to push. He likes contact. Ooh, he really likes contact. Running back towards it again. Moves it. Move the ball twice. Look up. You got Matt
Stay
Wyatt
hot.
in the corner. Now you got Dean Rothschild. He
Oh,
finds him.
skip.
Oh, I like it. I like
good
it.
Skip pass. Unfortunately.
Oh, Gator defenseman
Gators
was
in there,
lucky.
yeah.
I like the ball look, though. I like the movement.
Yeah, Tyler Morris, great skip to that. He just kind of yanked it past the cage. So that's a good look, good offense. Can't be mad at that.
11-7. Noles are winning. SELC semifinal game. Huge rivalry implications, huge national implications. Noles have come out really strong to start the second half.
Yeah, what's it, another 3-0 run to start the third?
That's what we want to see. If you keep doing that, you're going to win this game. Sarah McMahon has been a dog in the cage. Some are saying brick wall. Is that Stone Foster on D again? Good, good, good. I love that. That's a terrible timeout.
They were looking at
That
Stone
is such a
Foster
bad
there, and they
timeout.
were, you know, not the matchup they
Folks.
wanted. You better rush that timeout.
Folks, in a rivalry game, a playoff game, you don't want to burn timeouts early in the third quarter. That's no bueno.
That's beautiful.
No me gusta. No me gusta. Ay, Dios míos. Kudos, Coach Jonas, for not doing that. I appreciate that.
Darby, who leads the D for the Seminoles, the coaching staff?
Coach Jonas was himself an all-SELC defenseman, former Leon Lion of Tallahassee lore. Leads the defense. He's in there talking it up. I see Sarah getting the boys fired up. Gator coaches are getting a little feisty, and I love it. I want to see them crumble. Love it. Getting a little angry on the Gator sideline. I think they're feeling the pressure, Sean.
Yeah.
Our Noles putting the pressure on them.
They're definitely feeling it. You can tell guys are kind of yelling at each other a little bit, getting a little shook, getting a little worried. The goalie on their side, he's not really making saves other than balls are just missing.
No, he hasn't really done nothing. Not like our man, Sayre. Sayre deserves a medal. I'm going to find one, give it to him.
Let's see what Jonas has for the D here in this settled situation.
We got a Gator timeout. Gator timeout. 8 minutes, 35 seconds in the third quarter, 11-7. FSU, the boys, the Noles, Nole-blooded, are up right now. 6-on-6. We're going to be settled with the Gators. Looks like Dylan Hess is going to pick up the ball.
On the wing here.
Let's see, are they matching up, or are we going to play a little zone maybe? Oh, you know what's happening? I think we're in a little zone action. We'll see. Let's see. I like it. You got a hot goalie. I don't mind it. And the Gators weren't necessarily ready for it.
As Rambo
got 25 seconds in the shot clock.
Good to just change some things up here.
That is right. I love to flip into little zone with a hot goalie. That's fine.
And when you're an ISO offense, I hate
reset yourselves. Just play body.
Nothing
Gators
there.
are missing.
Nothing.
9 seconds left. I love the little flip into zone. We're talking about who's coaching on that defense. Coach Jonas, the head coach. I love the flip.
Engaged.
A save! Huge save. Stone Foster is getting gritty in there. Ball's on the ground.
Come on, Noel.
Ball, Dylan Hess. He's pretty good at lacrosse. We'll give him credit where credit's due. You better break back in. Gators with the ball. There was a shot clock reset because there's a goalie save. Noles are settled again. Ball's moving. Jahai is on ball on the wing. Just reset and play defense, fellas. Good defense here. I wonder, are their zones gotten a little out of whack? Are they going to get back into man? Looks like they're staying in zone.
They're staying in zone.
Which I'm fine with.
Like I said, in an ISO.
Yes, Sayre. Sayre again from the seat of his trousers, holding the nuggies, but he saves it. My dog.
Oh, pounds the earth because
he's fine. He's fine. He just punched the ground. I believe that's a ref timeout, not a team timeout. He's just got to get the nuggies feeling good.
Yeah, quick shot
Huge
to the manhood. You get in that Saigon squat position, and you let that pain ride out, and you hop back in.
So, hey, we talk about sacrifice and putting the boys first. Sayre's putting the boys first right now. We got backup goalie in for just a second while Sayre comes back to air. Sayre's fine. He's giving the thumbs up. FSU with the clear.
Important clear.
We have a huge overpass, kind of crazy move. Ill-advised overpass, goes out of bounds. We got our backup goalie in the game just briefly.
Looks like he's going to have to play this defensive possession fully.
That's
with that
right.
Failed clear. I think that's the main thing the Noles need to just clean up is the clearing game.
Especially when you're playing well 6v6, just set up structured clear and let the boys breathe a little bit.
Yeah, you just got to take the easy ones.
Fighting in the corner.
Yeah.
Great slide. Great slide. Backup goalie was ready to rock.
Stone
6
Foster.
minutes, 40 seconds in the quarter. Stones man on man.
It's at a full 50 on the shot clock still.
Looking for a little double team. The Real out of it. Recovery was nice. Got ready to slide. Nice
alley.
save! What a legend!
Save.
Comes in cold in a kick save. What a dog!
Nothing
what
fires
a
up the
legend.
boys more than a backup goalie.
Paul Walter.
Straight out of the freezer.
Paul Wall. Give me some, brother.
Kick save.
What an epic way to enter a rivalry playoff game.
Yeah.
Parker Klim causes a turnover.
And the
Paul
Noles
Wall.
are fired up right now.
Wow, Noles, you talk about juice. Paul Wall comes into the game cold for Sayre and makes a save. Then Parker Klim caused turnover and clear. Matt Wyatt with the ball for the Seminoles.
And here comes Sayre back in the game. The boys are fired up.
The boys are fired up. Paul is getting a hero's welcome on the sideline. Harry diving inside. Harry! What a huge play!
Oh,
Look at the
my
alumni. Look at Chris. Can we zoom in on the alumni in the corner? Look at the boys. I'm pumping up the boys.
The alumni section.
Alumni corner is fired
I
up.
didn't even know that was going on over there.
Alumni section is ecstatic.
That is-
Absolute electric.
That type of goal gets everybody so juiced up. A defensive stop puts the kid on his back. He stays on the ground for a little while. Backup goalie save, transition, and your boy Harry with the lower in the
Harry,
shoulder.
the
buries
wild
it.
card. Wow, how about Paul Wall? Everything's going the Knowles way. Keep the momentum, foot on the gas. Boys are fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Bautista's on the draw again. It's staying loose. Ref says hold on Bautista. White gets the ball. Gator ball. 12-7. Florida State is in the lead. 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Huge game versus your arch rivals. Playoff. Everything's on the line.
Yeah, I mean, you could be playing the Gators in fall ball, and it's the thing you get the most fired up for, let alone be a Friday night SELC semifinal playoffs, getting ready for nationals. This is huge.
Epic showing for the boys in Garnet and Gold. They need to keep pushing. Defense, keep rotating, keep communicating. Stone Foster back on ball.
Yeah, back
That's
in
fine.
back
Let him
in
run
man
from 40
again.
yards away. Break down to hip. Nice Mason Rain.
Mason
That's
Rain,
an approach.
He wasn't biting on nothing.
No, he
there.
wasn't. Settled. I'm over here rooting on the boys from the box. Parker Klim, nice recovery.
It's a great,
30 seconds in the
6
shot
on
clock.
60 so far. Slough in a little to help.
Little slide and recover. That's fine.
Yeah, I think that more was a slide because that was the matchup
Correct.
they wanted rather than needing to slide there.
Mason Rain on ball. Ooh, nice little head dip for the Gators.
I think he was a little gassed at that point.
Dylan Weinberg with a finish in front of the crease.
Score is 12-8. Gators get on the board here in the second half.
Yeah,
4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the quarter.
First goal of the half for the Gators. Defense has been playing strong.
Mason
And a lot of great D on that 6-on-6.
My apologies, Mason Ryan is his last name. Mason's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ryan. I'm sorry. Your son's awesome. Got a face off here. I think it's Scott Chapman back on the draw.
Yeah, Jack Schiffel on the wing at LSM, double LSM on the wings here. Who's on the far side?
Gators win the pop, but then he loses it.
He was
Again, you got to get
very-
possession.
very nervous
Pinch and
carrying
pop
the
is
ball.
only so good as a possession. Gators do get possession. Knowles settle into some 6v6 defense.
Yeah, their Fogo saw 2 deep holes on the wings and
Correct.
got
A
real
lot of
worried.
space on that far side of the field for number 4 in white. Jahai's on defense. Defense got a little too spaced out right there. You need to pack it in. When defense is at their best, they're packed in, they're communicating, they're rotating, they're filling.
Luca.
Yeah, I'd say we need a good, strong possession on offense. Let the defense get a little breather here.
Been a lot of defensive stands right now. I agree. Big face-off. Possession would be huge for the Knowles. Bautista on the draw again.
Double poles on the wings again as well for the Knowles.
Florida gets the pop, misses the ground ball. Ball is loose. Push against the Gators.
Here we go.
FSU ball. Attack needs to hustle. Dean Rothschild getting on the field. Go get the ball, Dean. Give the ball to Dean. Got Matt Wyatt, lefty.
All right, let's get a good possession. Give your defense a little breather here.
Breathe. Andrew Zeman leading the way, telling them, guys, breathe. Let's just play here. Offense has been great all night.
Yeah, get into their same offense. The pass down, pick down, the carries across the top, the skip passes.
Rainforest.
Good cutting.
Got a pick on the far wing. Zeman's carrying through to X. He's got a free slide.
No need to force.
Keep the ball moving.
getting a little stale here. Let's keep it hot.
30 seconds in the shot clock. Good save from the
good
Florida
take.
goalie. Ball is still loose. Tyler Morris gets the ground ball, shoots it behind the back. That's a reset.
Saved by the goalie.
Florida do some crazy man cradling. Ball is still loose. Ball is still loose. Florida with a ground ball.
Good ride. Keep riding. Keep
The big
riding.
ride. Dean Rothschild with the ride. And it's in! That's why you keep riding.
That's
Let's
why
go.
you do it,
That is
baby.
why you ride.
That's what win games right there.
That
the
is
dirty
how you
work.
fight and ride. You never give up. Sometimes the grittier team, the hungrier team makes those plays. Dean Rothschild runs and rides, and he knocks it loose.
I think it was kind of like a pool ball shot, you know?
Nighthawk.
Essentially just gave it a poke around.
Corey Sherman, the Mississippi gangster. Junkyard Dogs is right.
Mississippi
Shout out the
gang.
attack with the ride, Dean Rothschild. I think that's a kick in the net.
You gotta love that.
That's a kick in the something if you're the Gators. Tell you
that's
what.
a deflating goal for the
Another
Gators.
face-off. Ball is loose.
Yeah, Wyatt.
We're
get out
riding
there and
again.
Ride.
Good. Let's go ride attack.
Every second.
They find Hess on the sideline. That's probably a penalty.
Oh.
That's probably another one. Yeah. There's a limit, right? When you ride, you want to go hard. You can't slap check someone in the face and the neck area. They're going to call that.
Yeah, that'll usually be a penalty.
Dylan's a strong boy. He's going to be okay, but probably a penalty. Probably a penalty. All right, we got a settled possession. 13-9. FSU is up. 2 minutes left. We'll see what the Gators choose to do here. It's kind of a free possession. Flags on the ground. Number 2 decides to go. Sayre. I love that save.
I know two had been hungry to take a shot.
He had been. You know what? I like it for Sayre. C-Rock, save Rock. Get that confidence going again. Feeling good. Sayre's fired up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you really don't want to take a rush shot like that. Give the goalie extra confidence, but he made the save and he's locked in for man down D.
It's like a three-point shooter in basketball. When the
That's
whistle blows dead,
you swat it away.
You
You don't let
swat
him
him away.
see it
You
in,
don't
yeah.
want him to see he
That's
can shoot.
exactly what I was thinking about.
I know. Great minds think alike,
Yeah.
Coach Sean. Fatherhood.
Yeah.
Knowles coming man down. Dylan Hess has the ball in the lefty wing, works it up. Gators start out in a little 1-4-1. We're going to see if they're going to look to push a certain direction.
Yeah, I would assume they'll rotate into
I
another
wonder, it's
formation out of
probably a minute penalty, so probably going to be released around 50 seconds or so, 45 seconds. So we got minute 35 on the clock. They're picking for the lefty and a
good
nugget.
stick.
Parker Klim.
Yeah.
Parker Klim gets it loose. Honestly, that's great. That makes a good breakdown for the offensive play. Waste time as well. Now you got to settle down, just play. Ball is up top to number 13. Backside number 2 is open. He face dodges. He's got that dip and dunk going pretty well. We may have an injured Seminole on the ground.
Oh no.
He's grabbing his leg. Could just be a cramp. They're stretching him for a cramp. Man up goal for the Gators.
Number 2, Dylan Weinberg.
Man up goal for the Gators, 13-10. We have a Seminole defenseman down. What number is that?
Can't
Is
see
that
from
Stone?
here.
Is that 16?
Yeah, it's Stone Foster. He's
Stone
getting up,
Foster. He's
walking off.
as tough as they come.
Oh, he's running
we're
off,
jogging.
yeah.
All right, Stone. Stone Foster jogs off. May have been a hammy pull. He's been running all night.
I think you might be right. Could be a cramp in the calf. It looks like he's holding on.
Goal is good for the Gators. They had the little face dodge, dip, and dunk. The kid's got a decent little head fake. 13-10, FSU is up. Looks like that should have released the penalty. Matt Wyatt is released. All even on the face-off. We've got a minute 15 left in the third quarter. Need to see FSU get possession. Every time FSU's in settled offense, good things happen.
That's
Gators
right.
defense haven't hung with them. Just need that transition game to clean up. Need defense and Sayre to hold down their end.
Yeah, I think that's been a prime example of Stone cramping up. The last half of this third quarter has been a lot of defense for the
ton of-
Knowles.
you're right.
So really need to get some possessions going.
Bautista loses the faceoff. White has the ball. Florida faceoff man is in transition. FSU's pushing out a little bit. I'd rather see them pack it in here, Sean. Minute left. You don't need to overextend. Just play good defense.
Exactly. Sayre's seeing the ball well too, so you can let them take those 15-yard shots and be
Correct.
all over it.
Jack Schiffel on ball. Mason Ryan now on ball, number 44. Number 2 for the Gators has been their go-to guy as Dylan's been kept quiet in this second half. Schiffel on ball, gets it loose.
Yeah.
Nice, Schiffel.
Nice stick.
He's keeping it loose. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Boys just need to lock it down for 30 more seconds and match up. Look away. Mason Ryan.
Yes, sir.
That ball is loose. Ball is loose.
Rolling out.
That's going to be FSU ball. FSU ball. 20 seconds in the quarter.
20 seconds.
Just
last
run
possession.
it. Mason Ryan on the clear. Trucks 2 Florida players. 10 seconds.
Time to go to the rack here.
Dean Rothschild feeds it inside.
Oh, almost handled that. Man.
That's going to be quarter. And I'm okay with it right there, Sean. It's defense stood on their own. Jack Schiffel with a big takeaway in the corner.
Well, what was the score coming in this quarter? 8-7? Knowles
Coming in, it was 9-7. It was a 2-goal game, and now it's a 3-goal game. Knowles +1 in the third quarter.
Yeah, won that quarter. Win each quarter. That's all that matters.
Florida State Seminoles 13. University of Florida Gators 10.
Huge defensive stand to close out the third quarter. Sayre's making some clutch saves. D-middies are fighting with everything they got. Jack Schiffel with another cause turnover. Man, Jack Schiffel's been playing well. Parker Clem's been playing well. Scott Chapman's been making a ton of plays. Those standout defensemen for the Knowles are everywhere right now. Those guys are going to need a well-deserved ice bath later.
Yeah, you can tell they're playing some inspired ball right now.
Hey, when garnet and gold runs through your veins, you're going to get everything you got. Huge fourth quarter coming up, y'all. Huge fourth quarter. Knowles tuning in from across the country. We got some Knowles in San Diego, South Florida, New York. Boys are buzzing. Huge fourth quarter.
13-10 going into the fourth to meet Georgia Tech in the SELC championship game. Nothing like a rivalry game in the playoffs.
If you're Coach Jonas, what are you saying right here? I'm saying it's 0-0, go win one play at a time, one ground ball at a time.
Oh, exactly.
You got to fight right now.
I would erase the thought in your head that, we're in complete control of this game. We saw quickly each team can go on 3-goal runs pretty quick. So really, but being deliberate in possessions on offense because you don't need to rush anything. So
correct.
Keep the clock working, but don't feel overly comfortable, not too high, not too low, and let's finish this game out.
It's the transition game, right? It's been the clears. We've gotten some back and ride, which is awesome, but
clears in the face.
Got to be able to clear.
Tough.
If we can clear the ball and get settled possessions, our offense has been doing great, and then that gives the defense a breather. Gives Parker Clem a time to breathe, Stone Foster time to breathe, Cole Hancock, Scott Chapman, gives those boys a recover, Jack Schiffel. Bautista back on the draw, 13-10, FSU leads, about to start the fourth quarter, massive 15-minute quarter ahead of us right now.
Let's go. Knowles have started every quarter pretty hot, so let's keep that rolling.
Bautista on the draw.
Oh yeah, right there.
Gets it a little loose. It's Gators get the ground ball. Jack Schiffel is a pull on him. Bautista's running out. Need to have a Knoll in the box ready to hustle. They've got him right here. Gators are subbing as well.
What's the matchup here?
Scott Chapman again
there
on Dylan Hess.
Good communication by the Knowles defense, telling each other who to match up with.
Don't run away from the ball. Here we go, Parker Clem. Ooh, Parker Clem with a dirty poke check.
Good
nice
save.
save.
Perfect position there.
Huge save from Sayre.
Sayre wasn't a stick save, but
doesn't need to be
the
right
step
there.
to the ball, meeting it.
And
with
as
the
we
chest,
discussed, Sean, the clear was huge right there. Another
that.
possession.
Needed that.
Sayre will take those to the shot, take that to the chest all day long. He's fine with that. Easy save for Sayre. Brick wall in net. Matt Wyatt, after a nice clear.
Good goalies make a save and their head is popped up immediately looking for the outlet, and that's what Sayre did. Took it to the chest, head was up, outlet, bing bang, clear, good possession, and let's put one in here.
Almost a bing bang boom if we get one here, Sean.
I'm waiting for the boom.
Oh, we'll bring the boom. You got Cutter, Andrew Zeman, ball up top, Dean Rothschild. Matt Wyatt has a shorty. Nice catch on the lefty wing. Matt Wyatt started out the game high, had an early 3 goals.
Yeah, I guess they're going shorty with the quick.
Got
quick
double
slide.
teamed. If you move the ball,
Gotta
someone's
move it
going to be
there.
open on the
Move it
backside. Move
again.
it twice. You got Zeman on the backside. Move it again.
Oh,
Not much time in the shot clock. 7 seconds.
oh,
Tyler Morris is moving. We may not get a shot off here. Tyler Morris
stepped in the crease.
stepped in the crease. It was into shot clock anyways. You have to try to get something there.
Yeah.
Ellis Sims hustling on the field. Let's see if we can get a big right again. Dylan has the ball to clear.
Looking to skip towards the box.
He's not afraid to run people over. He's not afraid.
Let's go. Ride him to the
Get a
sideline.
ride. FSU's dropping in. Let's see if the Gators try to rush it. They float one in.
Yeah, I don't think Sayre could even see
No.
that. He had 3 people standing in front of him.
From our angle, he got screened. FSU is going to be able to get in. Just go play defense. Get on their hips and their hands and play settled 6v6, and you're fine and settled.
Yeah, I think there was another miscommunication coming off the box. Someone subbed off and
That's subbing
wasn't
in
aware
again.
that couple step difference really cost them there in an unsettled
True.
situation. If you're the man running off the field, you got to be screaming eye contact with the guy who's
Absolutely.
taking your spot. You don't just jog off and hope, So hopefully we can get better communication, not even from the coaches, but the players as they're coming off.
We got a pole on the face-off here. Double pole, got a pole in the wing. Ball is loose, ball is still loose. Gators come up with it. We got a fast break situation. He makes a wise decision and pulls it out. We've seen the Fogos not be able to shoot. Gator possession.
A lot of sub in here.
FSU does a better job communicating that time. They're going to probably need to recognize Hess coming out of the box, and number 2, Weinberg. Those have been the 2 go-to fellas for the Gators.
Lane is now matched up on Hess.
Ball is up top. Jack Schiffel on D.
Keep the feet, keep the feet.
That's fine. That's fine. It's good defense, right? Give him the alley. Take away the inside. Happy to keep that all day. Sayre's holding the pipe strong. Nice pressure under the elbow from 20. Mason Ryan lunges a little.
Ryan,
number
he's
4
there.
running
He's
topside.
there. We'll take
Sayre.
that, and that's-
I want a
that's
hustle
Stone
play. Stone Foster.
Way to back it up.
Stone again.
I think Stone Foster knew that shot was going to be garbage
did.
from a distance.
Sniffed
so
it out.
he already was running to back that up before the kid even released it, really.
What's calling here? Refs are blowing the whistle. Ooh, the shot clock is out. Memo, Matt Rambo, fix the clocks, buddy. Come on, Matty. Stone Foster cramps in the 3rd quarter, comes back on, and steals a possession for the boys.
I had zero question that Stone will be right back on the field.
When your name
Kid's
is
a beast.
Stone, you're strong.
Yeah.
Strong like bull. FSU's setting up in their clear. Honestly, not the worst situation, right? Shot clock goes out and you can kind of reset
Yeah,
and
we
settle
could use a
down
little
and get
breather.
it clear.
Yeah,
Have the
hope-
boys set the clear. Well,
Run the set clear rather than the hero one-man clear.
technology is deciding to be on the boys' side, and we appreciate it. Now it's getting awkward. Just let's go. Use the hand clock. Put a guy in the box.
And they're going to let
They
Stone
get
Foster
the-
start with the ball.
Ball goes to Stone Foster. So you got 2 shorties low, 2 poles in the middle. You got
He is a lefty, so I
Braden
can see him
Forrest,
carrying.
box side. I have a feeling we might be working something to get Braden the ball. Just throw the overpass. You got number 11 by himself with nobody. That's where I'd go with the ball and let number 11, Matt Barturin, leg this out, right? Gators are kind of encouraging for that. That's where I'd go.
Yeah, I think 44 for the Gators, bouncing back and forth between covering the deep hole in the middle of the field and then the other midi, Matthew Bartran, ready to help.
Matty B. Chris in the booth gives us advice. It's Matty B. Why am I surprised?
Yeah, I don't know why we bothered to try
No.
to
His last name's legally Matty B.
fully pronounce that.
So I'd say move the ball to Matty B. What's happening here?
I guess the refs are Calling
This
a
is
timeout.
a ref timeout. Coach Jonas still has his 2 timeouts. Coach Hanrahan of the Gators already burned one. Probably wishes he had that back. What can you do? Very happy that the Noles have 2 timeouts. Those are very handy in a pressure situation in a big game.
Crucial. There hasn't been too many situations where they've needed it, so I'm glad they
Correct.
haven't burned any. And, you know, we're getting some free ones right now.
That's right. Boys, for guys like Stone Foster, Parker Clem, Scott Chapman, who've been running and cramping
Flying all
everywhere,
over the
they're getting
field,
a little leg rest. That's nice.
Yeah, I'll take that all day.
Huge game here in Tallahassee, 13-11. Seminoles are leading against the number 2 team in the country. We're in Jacksonville, that's right, the bowl school. I just miss being in Tally. I was there for a decade.
I mean, I feel like the vibe
motherland
here is definitely more Tallahassee, minus the
orange and blue things over there.
Yeah, there's some announcers up in the booth that are Bulls kids that are definitely.
Yeah, we don't know
Gators
those
fans,
guys.
but they're not doing really a good job.
Again, welcome
this
to
stream.
the most biased stream in the country, FSU. We love to be here. Darby Brower with Sean Neary in the booth.
Yes, sir.
Pulling on our Florida State Seminoles semifinal matchup here in Jacksonville.
Nothing better
11
than
minutes,
Hunter Knowles.
33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. This is for the whole shebang. This is for a championship game berth tomorrow in the Southeastern Lacrosse Conference, SELC.
Yeah, win here has multiple implications here for this tournament and the national tournament.
FSU coming out of the ref technicality timeout. FSU is looking to clear.
I guess we just got to know who's controlling the shot clock now.
That's right.
So.
Will be some poor soul in the box. Yep, man in sweatshirt has looks like an iPhone in his hand with a clock on it. So everyone will be yelling angrily at him to update. Not a fun job to be in. Don't envy that
strategy,
guy.
Cotton.
Bold strategy is right. Do not envy that dude. Here we go.
He will be yelling.
Stone Foster has the ball. Again, I would move it to Matty B and have Matty B.
He's got the stretch with
jog
Braden
up to
Foster
Braden.
right here. Yeah,
Coach-
guy jumps him. He stretches across.
Coach
dumps over the
Sean's,
top.
Coach Sean's seeing it. I'm seeing it. Hopefully the team is seeing it. We do have an elevated view here. One more.
One over.
One more. All right, they're going to go
Stretch on
towards
the same
Stone.
side.
Just run, Stone. Goes to the pole. Needs to move your feet. Needs to move his feet. Oh, my goodness. To Harry. Harry might do some crazy person stuff. I hate to see
You
that.
got to just run the space there.
FSU's riding. Harry's hustling.
Had the clear.
FSU is offsides. Might as well stay now.
Yeah,
Might as well
stay,
stay. Might as well stay. You're already offsides.
Well, the pole's going in, so.
FSU ran offsides. It's the same penalty.
Now there's only one back now, so this is going to be
Lacrosse
two men down
fans, if
situation.
you run offsides, you might as well stay down there. You already got the penalty. Go help the boys. Jahai on defense, number 2. Weinberg dodging. Now Harry's picked him up. Probably want to slide here. Jahai should just stick on his hip. Just run with his hip. Run with his hip. Good lift.
All right, man down D.
Man down again. We'll see. This should only be 1 flag down. Should be man down, 30-second penalty for offsides. Ten minutes, 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Rivalry game, Friday night under the lights.
Looks like they're 2
Ooh.
men down.
They're calling that second guy for running over. Questionable calls. Again, if you're on offsides, stay. They're calling 30 for offsides. Scott Chapman is running onto the field.
So going to be 2 30-second penalties running concurrently, releasing at the same time. So
That's a good word, Sean.
thanks.
Concurrently.
Yeah, just trying to
It's
enhance
impressive.
the vocab.
Hey, We love doing hands out here. Always trying to get better.
But these are always huge situations where if Sayre can step up, D can step up, can really motivate the boys and turn defense into offense.
That's
so
right.
Let's hope that happens.
Gators are in a diamond,
Only a
1-4-1.
30-second penalty.
Moving the ball around the perimeter, going to Hess in the lefty alley up top now.
Rotating out of the 1-4-1.
Sliding into a little
Hess
pick
sets a
set.
pick.
That's a nice shot. 1-goal game here in Jacksonville. Penalties waived. Penalties waived. Should be 13-12. Florida State on top of Florida.
Yeah, Hess with it cuts in and seals, not exactly a pick, more of a fake cut and seals the defenseman. They swing it out to the wing, low to high. Can't deny that shot was his top corner.
That's right. You're 2-man up. If you're the number 2 team in the country, you're going to score there.
Yeah.
For FSU, it's a dogfight. This was exactly what we thought it would be coming in. You knew this was going to be a battle. Nothing has changed. You need to win this quarter, win this play. Always that next play mentality. Florida State, Bautista, huge drop, moves it over to the wing. Scott Chapman rolls over.
Find an offensive player.
Nice play by the wings. Offense needs to go get the ball.
Go help.
Matt White on the wing. That's a massive possession for the Noles. They really needed that face-off wing. Yeah. Bautista to Chapman, over to Schiffel. Those LSMs working hard.
Bautista really dug in there.
That was big.
Yeah.
Possession for the Noles, under 10 minutes. Noles have a 1-point lead. Matt Wyatt, swim move.
Smart possessions, but you got to keep the foot on the gas.
Absolutely.
Here. 13's not going to do it.
I like this matchup up top. Tyler Morris, Timo against a shorty.
Oh.
Just keep moving your feet.
Good ball movement.
Good ball movement is right. Matt Wyatt going lefty. Good take. I like that offense.
Good backup.
Dodge, draw a slide, move it twice, and good things are going to happen. We like Wyatt in that lefty corner.
This Noel offense is definitely not selfish.
Here's Ryan, team president, out there. Got to get the ball moving a little bit. Here's Braden Forrest. Moves the ball to X. Off the white stick, going to be just a touch, staying dark.
Let that roll.
Feeds it up top.
Eat that.
Matt Wyatt!
Oh!
It's going to be, it was end of shot clock. You got to try to get something.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good take. Good way to eat the check and got a good shot off. Just went wide as he's falling to the ground.
FSU is going to start subbing. They need to hustle. They need to find number 8 in the middle of the field, Dylan Hess, as fast as possible. Not a bad offensive possession, 6-3-6 for the Noles. They had a few looks. I like the ball movement, just couldn't get one in net. 6-on-6 on defense, under 9 minutes to play, got 8.5 left on the clock. Noles have 2 timeouts. Gators only have 1. Braden Forrest is running midline. Mason Ryan is now on the field.
There we go. Noles are ready for that sub, so cleaning that up.
Much better transition for the Noles.
Let's play some settled 6-on-6 like they have been.
The shot clock is out. We'll report as soon as we hear what the shot clock is. They're keeping it under the tent. Mason Ryan, one-on-one, defense behind. No need to slide right there. Mason's got a great lock. Again, no need to slide. No need to slide. Good defense. Good defense. Play on the hip right here. Just run. Again, no need to slide. Defense is doing a good job playing hip. Don't need to over pursue. Just play sound defense, and you're doing well.
No slide needed. Right on the hands. Right on the hip.
Good job from the FSU
yeah,
defense.
A free double team. Right into
a free double team. Excellent job from FSU defense. And a failure. That's a great job from defense.
Let's go, D.
That's exactly what you want to see, Sean. We're matching hip to hip.
I think we're
not overextending. I think we're cramping again, but that's a huge defensive possession, right? You're playing sound fundamental on the hip. No need to slide. Don't create offense.
Well, that's why you got to clear through if you're the Gators on offense there. You just sat there and allowed the Seminole defender to be like, oh, I might as well jump this double. Pretty easy. I think that was Hess, actually, just standing in the way.
It's a barn burner of a game. Guys are going up and down. Already have 25 total goals scored. Pushing for the over. We got cramping going on. Looks like both teams are feeling this. Lord Doggo, it's humid out here, brother. It's warm. Boys are running up and down. A ton of transition this game. Rivalry. You're heated.
Yeah, it's been a long, emotional 24 hours, too, for the Noles, everything they've been through. So guys are leaving it all out there.
This is a massive, massive 7.5 minutes left in this game. Can Noles hold off a comeback try for the Gators? Noles need to keep pushing in momentum. Maybe a double cramp situation out here. Someone get this guy a banana. We need a Powerade.
Yeah, maybe even Powerade. That's the right drink we're talking about.
We know what's going on here. Been in the game for quite a minute. We're cramping. This is a double cramp. You don't see that often.
I've had a few.
Have you?
I think maybe when I first moved down from New Jersey to Florida in the heat.
Welcome to humidity, friend.
Yeah, it was a different animal. Well, we're deep into the season at this point, but it just shows that
everything's on the line.
Yeah, these guys are.
Everything's on the line.
Everything. Right
like
now.
You said, it's been an absolute dogfight. 13-12. Noles are up on the number 2 team in the country. It's going to be a battle. You know, I'd love to say one team may take off, or I'd love to see the Noles win by a couple. It's going to be a 1-goal game to the very end. This is a rivalry game. Records go out the book. What ends up happening is the team that comes together with the most chemistry, makes the most plays, makes the most transition ground balls and smart decisions, they win in the end. And that's Parker Clem coming off the field, close defenseman. Coach Jonas, strongest legs in the MCLA, carrying his defenseman. I'd let Coach Jonas carry me anywhere, and he probably could. Parker coming off the field, legs are in pain.
Integral part of the defense. Hopefully he can get stretched out and get back out on the field. That's a big loss.
Big clear here now, too, for the Noles.
Stone Foster, we've said his name a lot today. Sets us up in the clear. Yeah, Matty B in the close side alley.
Yeah, this is where we were last time and kind of rushed it down the middle of the field.
Give it to Matt, and I jog it up if I'm Matt and stretch. And you got your 2-on-1s right here. Don't need to run away from it. Right here, move it.
Give him the ball.
Just move it to Ryan. You're fine.
Back.
You're fine. And breathe.
Carry.
And successful clear. That's all you need to do, right? Sometimes it's a numbers game. We don't need to overcomplicate it.
Just find the 2-on-1, stretch across, and get settled.
Harry with the ball up top. Ball is now in Ryan Farquhar's stick. Noles are up 1. Under 7 minutes left to play. SELC semifinal. Friday Night Lights here in Jacksonville. Tries to force a cross-crease pass. Huge ground ball. It's still loose. Harry's in there running around. Dylan Hess on the ground ball. He's pretty good at that. Gators in transition. Noles just need to be smart. And Harry intercepts it. Harry intercepts it. And a shot. Goalie on ball. Throws it up.
Goalie takes a shot.
Oh, a penalty.
Oh, my God.
Don't need that penalty behind the goal.
That's one of those flags, almost like a quarterback drawing one of those
Stone
garbage
Foster
roughing
fighting on the
passers.
sideline. There's a penalty flag down. I have to think it's against the Noles.
Yeah, clean hit on the goalie there. It's just, one of those things where they feel bad for that position if they do take a shot every once in a while. So I guess the refs decided to throw the flag on that one.
Man down. Gators have the man up. 6 minutes, 10 seconds left in this game. Seminoles hold on to a 1-goal lead, 13-12 over the Gators.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Seminoles playing a little more free again.
Let's
feel like they're
let's-
playing not to lose right now as opposed to just freely like they were.
Let's see what the ref calls here. Did the ref make a call?
Did he pick it up?
No, it's
No,
man down.
Okay.
It's not locked in, is it?
No. I think Sayre's ready to bail us out.
Gators in a 2-3-1, working the ball around the outside. Hess is on the inside. Weinberg is up top. Now they're doing a crash down to a 1-4-1. Hess has the ball. Backside seal.
Yeah, that's what they like.
They're
is that
looking
seal for the
the
wings.
seal. They have it again. That's the shot from deep. Tie game, 13-all. Huge goal for the Gators, unfortunately. Boys need to play smart, but hey, right now, 0-0.
Yep.
One goal at a time, one play at a time, one face-off.
You know, Sarah would have liked that one back, and we said earlier, 13 goals wasn't going to do it. So,
No.
So they're ready.
You're playing first to 20 here. There's no stopping. Goals are not going to keep stopping. 5 minutes, 42 seconds on the clock, fourth quarter.
Face-off X is going to be huge.
Huge, that is right, Sean. Every possession is massive. Gators are keeping Hess on the field, defense, offense, and if I was them, I'd do the exact same thing, keep that guy on the field. Face-off, pinch and pop goes to the Gators. Good collapse by Scott Chapman. Knowles are on defense now, 6v6. Bautista's matching feet as a Fogo to get off the field. Much better transition from the Knowles and defensive substitution there. Tie ball game. We said, folks, this is going to be a one-goal game. Every possession counts, every slide counts, every shot.
Yeah, I think at times, no matter what the Gators or Seminoles are ranked, games just always end up this way between the two of them.
It's always going to be
Rivalry
intense.
games just never somehow are not tight like this.
Mason Ryan on defense. Now over Stone. Stone's covering at X. Got to close out here. No need to slide.
He's played
Good
a lot
show.
of good defense
He's played
from behind the
a ton
net.
of defense. Ball is up. Stand on his hip. You're fine.
Great
That's what
D.
you want to see.
Great D
defense.
right there.
Hess with the ball at X. Scott Chapman on his hip.
Early
Gators bringing
slide,
his
ready.
slide. No need to slide. There you go. Now time to slide. Now time to slide. Match up. Match up.
Slide
Stone
again.
Foster fighting against a grown man. Biggs.
Good
I don't know if
D.
he touched it
Good
or not.
D.
That's Stone Foster fighting up a weight class. Big ton. That's Seminole spirit right there, man.
He's not worried about that. That's lightweight.
Mason Ryan.
Oh, what a save!
stuff! What an absolute hero stuff.
That's
Oh my
something
gosh.
The boys needed. That's a momentum
The
swing.
Seminole sideline just exploded. Just
Oh,
bad
what a
decision
bad
on the clear. Not where you want to go with that ball. There's
They
no
got a
need to make that
2-on-1.
pass. Settle in, reset, just play defense.
Oh,
Again, just settle. You need to play
Jeez.
sound defense now.
the clear game again. It's been what's been killing the Knowles.
Knowles with an incredible defensive stand. And ill-advised, trying to force the ball up the field, gets picked off. Luckily, Sayers in cage makes another save. Sayers got to have double-digit saves and well above at this point.
Easy, and really just his positioning in net at times is what's led to shots that aren't a technical save.
He
in the
takes
stat
that
book.
angle
Yeah.
and steps to the ball extremely well. Boys need to stand on their heads on this one. You got Matty B on defense. Got to pack it in, play sound,
Good D,
play
good D
smart.
on the hip.
No need to slide. Just play defense. Good
Shot.
double team. Great time to double team.
Ball's up for
Ball's
the Knowles.
up.
Oh,
Just reset again. Shot clock's been running this entire. Wow, I love that hit from Scott Chapman.
that's
Under
great
control.
D, yeah, kept his feet moving and drove the
Got to
hits.
be working the shot clock here. It has not touched the goalie or the pipe.
Something just got yelled out. 30
30
seconds,
seconds
on
on
the
the shot clock. Ooh, that's. Don't love that decision on that slide. Got to maybe take him off his line a little bit more.
Just ride the hips wide.
Goalies, they
the
just call
sideline.
that's questionable. Refs just gave a reset to the shot clock. Oh, number 4 misses high.
Oh,
Gotta play on the hip.
defense looking a little tired. Need a save and a clear.
3 minutes, 11 seconds.
Timeout, actually, good call.
I think that's a good call.
That's a great call.
And that's why you have your timeouts for late in the fourth quarter. Coach Jonas calls a timeout. His defense is exhausted. That was 3 full defensive possessions in a row.
Yeah, he's being a defensive coach, defensive player himself. He could recognize that quickly and was like, we need to call a timeout, get the boys settled, get our win back.
13-13, all timed up, all tied up. We're in Jacksonville, Florida, the Bowl School, Southeastern Lacrosse Conference playoffs, semifinal game. Georgia Tech beat South Carolina early tonight. Right now, Friday Night Lights, we got Florida State Seminoles versus the University of Florida Gators. Rivalry game, semifinal game.
No better way to spend a Friday night.
All tied up 13-13, 3 minutes, 11 seconds on the clock. Both teams now only have one timeout left. The Gators have done a good job responding. It's no surprise. They're number 2 in the country. They're going to respond. Can the Seminoles find some extra gas in the tank?
Yeah, and they've been getting good looks when they have settled offense. So if we can just make a stop, get it clear, relax.
I think that was
due for one. We've been a little cold since they put one in. So
We'd also like to
a huge timeout.
Rambo.
Huge timeout from coach. Get the boys a breather. Defense is saying thank you. It's going to be Gator possession. Unfortunately, I think they have quite a bit of shot clock left. Refs gave them a reset. Sayre has been holding it down. He's been doing everything he can. Defense has to dig deep right here. Defense has to dig deep. Coach Jonas is saying, let's lock it down.
yeah, Hess starting with the ball so they can't
Lock them
off. So smart move for the Gators, but got a good defenseman on him here and be ready to slide.
Scott Chapman's been battling all night with Hess.
Chapman's held his own well.
Hess is dodging. Need a slide
Coming
here.
downhill. Good
Hess
D.
misses. Good slide. You need to recover. Find that matchup again against Hess. Gators going against Stone Foster at X. The invert. Now you have Weinberg against Mason Ryan. High lefty wing. Kid can go righty and lefty.
Playing a form of. Oh, I didn't know if they were in a form of zone.
We're under 3 minutes. Mason's on defense, closing out.
Good D.
Good
D.
defense. That's
There
going to
it
be an
is.
over and back.
Play it
Over
if
and
you
back.
can. Let's
Matt
play
Wyatt
it.
with a huge ground ball. There's a lot of space on the field.
Oh,
Matt
he's got
Wyatt.
legs.
Matt Wyatt is
He's
running.
got legs.
Matt Wyatt scores.
No!
Matt Wyatt scores. That is amazing.
That's why you play that
Let's
out.
go.
That's why you
Fist
play
bumps in
that
the
out.
booth. Fist bumps in the booth. Tech team is fist bumping.
You gotta love an attackman who's playing up at the midfield line, engaged, ready for that play. Pick up that ground ball, turn on the wheels. Let's take it to the rack. And dunk it.
Mason Ryan, Stone Foster have been balling out at D-Midi the last few minutes. Defense holds strong. Gators force a bad pass up the field, goes all the way to Matt Wyatt. Matt Wyatt ground ball, absolute no-blooded hustle, and dunks it for the 1-goal Seminole lead.
And you know where that stems from? Jonas's timeout.
Jonas's timeout was huge. Face-off. We got an FSU player hurt. Got an FSU player hurt, sir.
Jeez,
Sir,
man.
FSU player is hurt. Scott Chapman, who's been giving it everything, was on that draw. What an unbelievable warrior Scott Chapman is. He's covering Dylan Hess all day, a professional lacrosse player. He's covering Dylan. He's taking draws. He's playing wings.
It was
Man.
drafted in the PLL, I believe, in the third.
To the
third
Carolina Chaos, I believe. Scott Chapman down right now. Defense. What a huge possession by defense. Again, Stone Foster, short stick D-mid. Mason Ryan, short stick D-mid, have been playing out of their minds. Defense locked down, and Matt Wyatt went cold for a few there, but there's no more clutch goal than in that opportunity.
Yeah, he was ready for it. And that's what I mean. Attackman sometimes I feel like can sit low by the net, kind of watching the game. He's locked in and ready for any opportunity.
Again,
picked it up, took it to the rack.
That was awesome. Coach Jonas carrying another one of his men. Best legs in the MCLA, Coach Jonas, strongest core. Got a Let's Go Knowles chat in the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd is breaking out in chants here. Sidelines engaged. Gator fans.
2 minutes, 20 seconds. 2 minutes, 20 seconds, a 1-goal lead for Florida State.
A lot of time here.
Jahai's going to start on ball. This is huge moments in a huge game. Rivalry game, top 10 matchup in the country. It's going to come down to the final second here. Jahai's on ball. Weinberg's carrying to X. They want to go from him. Hess is sealing inside. Weinberg's carrying, looks inside.
Oh.
Dangerous pass. Gators pull it out. Maybe look to slide here. The dip and dunk. 14-14.
They respond.
All tied up.
They respond.
All tied up, 14-all.
It looked like a check got a piece of his stick, but
Yeah.
cradled through it. That's why you got to meet with body.
You gotta use your feet and stay on hips there. It's hard. It's been an up and down game. 14-14, all tied up. 2 minutes left.
14's not going to be enough. We said
That's
13
it.
won't be enough to win it. Neither is 14. Let's go.
Massive face-off
Big
right here.
face-off.
Bautista on the draw.
Is he taking every one in this game?
Just about, either him or Scott Chapman. He's fighting.
Right at his
He's
feet.
fighting, Bautista. Oh, keep it working. Ball is still loose. We got to push.
Push on White.
Push
Here we
on
go.
White. Garnet ball. All tied up.
Under 2.
14 all. Coach, what do you do here? Do you work for last shot? Do you work some shot clock?
I would say work some shot clock,
I
not
would-
necessarily last shot, but
I'd say work a little shot clock. You
I would-
still have a timeout.
yeah, I'd run your free offense. If you get a shot that resets the shot clock, then you reconsider, obviously, then holding for the last one. But
Again, this is not the matchup. You don't want to dodge Dylan.
I want the Knowles to play free here, like they were to start the game, working up the field,
All-
seeing the skip passes, pass
Flying
down,
the
pick
ball
downs.
around the perimeter. We're moving the ball. Matt Wyatt goes in, goes high to high, misses. Harry!
Yeah, they're calling
I think they're going to call it
goalie
interference. They're going to call
yeah.
it interference. Matt Wyatt went to go try to deflect it. Harry got the ball, but that's an interference. Wyatt got some of the goalie's stick there.
It's a free
Gators
clear
coaches
on
are
an
trying to
interference.
argue for a free clear. The refs so far do not agree. Dylan Hess has the ball right next to the goalie. 1 minute, 11 seconds on the clock. All tied up, 14 all. Matt White is pressuring. They get it to Dylan. Probably a good decision.
Don't need to.
Don't
play
need to
him too
over
far,
pursue.
yeah.
You got a minute left.
Looks like the Gators may be holding for
Yeah,
last
the Gators
shot
are going to
now.
hold for last shot.
They're calling a timeout.
Gators have a timeout. They use it. 14 all. 52 seconds left.
So do you lock Hess here, you think, Coach?
Top 10 matchup. I go one of two things. If I'm the Gators, I start Dylan on the ball.
No question.
I like the zone throw earlier in the game from the Seminoles defense. I know it's still early in the shot clock.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be afraid to throw a wrinkle. Gators have gotten into a good groove offensively against man. I wouldn't be afraid to throw some kind of, maybe a wrinkle. You definitely have to put a pull on Hess. You don't want him taking the rock. Hess and Weinberg are the guys for Florida, number 8 and number 2. Knowles are going to look to key on them.
yeah, the zone definitely threw him off. I don't know if that's the Knowles.
I don't know with this much
defense
with this
that
much
they want to play
time.
what they're best at
Yeah,
right now.
this
you
much
know?
time on the clock, that might be too much time for a zone. Really important. Coach Jonas has a timeout left. I need to see a strong defensive stand from the Knowles. Stone Foster is back out there. Jack Schiffel, Parker Klim, Mason Ryan for the Knowles D. This is everything. This is
Looks
52
like Scott
seconds.
Chapman's still on the sideline though.
Scott
which
Chapman's still
is
hurting.
a big loss.
Are we going to be correct? Are they going to start with Dylan Hess? They're not starting Dylan Hess on the ball. I would lock him off immediately.
Looks like Vinny Lane's going to start on Hess.
Under a minute left, all tied up, 14-14. Top 10 matchup. Mason on D,
Mason's
playing
played
good
a lot of good
man-to-man.
D tonight.
Stone Foster's behind the cage. Looks like we're closing Dylan off on crease. Gators are content to work some clock here. They have plenty of time. They can play for last shot. 30 seconds left in the game.
They look for 2 to initiate most of the time.
Mason Ryan on D. Might be using a pick from Dylan Hess. He does. Good, no switch. I go close
Yeah,
out on Hess. Do
great
not let him get the ball. Now close out.
Hips,
Good.
hips.
No way. Wow. That's a massive finish for number 2. Massive finish for number 2. Weinberg gets one. I like the decision to close out on Hess. You got to have a second slide ready to help from underneath. Weinberg just finishes inside.
Yeah, the defense wasn't bad there. Riding him hips, pushing him wide, and he was able to have just enough room to put it off the pipe and in.
15-14. Gators are on top by 1. Their first lead of the game.
This face-off is it right here.
17 seconds left. We got shorties on the wings.
Get possession, call a timeout.
Absolutely right. This is where you need that timeout. Bautista on the draw.
Bautista
Ball is
fighting.
loose, ball is loose, ball is loose, ball is loose. You need a double team.
Ball's
Ball is loose, ball is loose.
Get it. Knowles up.
Knowles are
up.
fighting for it. Knowles are fighting for it. Knowles are fighting for it. Gate out. The ball's going to be out of bounds. A Gator player flung the ball out of bounds. I'd use your timeout. Use your timeout right here.
Yeah, you got to draw.
Use your timeout.
Even with 2 seconds.
Timeout, timeout. No, 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 no. They were calling timeout. They were calling timeout. Calling timeout. You had 2.5 seconds on the clock. Screaming timeout on the clock. 2.5 seconds.
So, so how would you draw this up, Darby? I have a end of play situation.
You got to do some type
A play
of
that-
screen. Like earlier, that fake screen to backside. So I would send a high pick, send a shooter flying off a high pick, and then underneath backside, maybe you shoot a righty high pick up, and that's the first action to draw the attention. You pump fake there, and then you whip it into your lefty, Matt Wyatt. Try to get a shot on Cage. Your best shooter is on the field right now for the Knowles. Number
1.2
46,
seconds.
number 46, Matt Wyatt. Number 9, Andrew Zeman. You're doing whatever you can to get the ball to one of their sticks. They're giving the Knowles 3 seconds on the clock.
Not a huge amount of 2.6.
2.6 on the clock. 2.6 on the clock.
Maybe something you got to stack. I would almost stack a bunch of Knowles in front of the cage with a huge screen. Guy with the ball chucks it towards the net. Everyone jumps, clears out of the way, and you hope for a prayer at that point.
You're going to need some chaos at this point. Gators are up 1, 2.5 seconds left. Been an all-time game. I think you're right. I think they're going to fire it in. Andrew Zeman starts with the ball, senior attackman. Gets deflected. That's it. Gets deflected. Unbelievable game. Unbelievable game. 15-14. I predicted a 15-14 finish earlier. I sent it out.
It's an unfortunate
Win
comeback.
for the Knowles. Big comeback for the Gators. If you want to talk about a team that deserves a trip to the national tournament, Florida State came into this game, I believe, ranked 7, 8, or 9. Gators number 2. They had the lead all game against the number 2 team in the country. They deserve to be in the national tournament in Round Rock, Texas in a few weeks' time. Unbelievable showing, unbelievable game, a rivalry game. It's always going to come down to the last minute.
Yeah, really just an unfortunate ending to a just great fight, great battle for the Seminoles. Like I said, been a long 24 hours for every student, every person affiliated with that university, and the way they came out and battled and represented was admirable. So unfortunate how it ended. We just ran out of time there.
You know, part of this awesome event today, I got to give the guys a pregame talk today and just talked about what it meant to be on Concord, what it meant to be a Florida State alumni and teammate and student and family member and fan, and it means being resilient. It means nothing can break you down. Supporting your family, supporting your teammates, wearing that garnet and gold with pride. I think the boys did that tonight. They gave it everything they got. They went toe-to-toe, number 2 team in the country. They had them on the ropes. I loved the effort I saw from the boys.
Yeah, if anything, this just shows that this isn't their last game. If the MCLA is watching this, you can't have the national championship tournament without the Knowles included.
Correct. Shout out to all the fans. Shout out the chat. True pleasure. Sean Neary, thank you, sir, for joining me.
Darby Brower, it's been a pleasure.
Much love, brother. All
Until
right.
next time.
Always, go Knowles. Love all you alum, boys in the chat, family. We appreciate you guys. We miss you guys. This is not going to be the last we see the Knowles this year. Everyone have a very, very peaceful and nice Easter. We're thinking of all of our FSU family. It was a joy to have a bit of a reprieve tonight. Thinking of all the FSU family tonight. Love you all.
All right, go Knowles.
Go Knowles.